see my face before you started typing that out, J-Her. But thank you. Yeah, nice sweater. Thanks, it's the one that I just bought. It's the Pink Floyd one. Nah. Sorry, that looked fun. But yeah, so I was on my way home today, and I was going maybe like 75 to 77, somewhere in there, on this like 2-lane highway, right? And I'm in the passing lane. There's one car directly in front of me, and then just like maybe like I don't know distance, a couple like maybe a couple 100 feet in front of that car, maybe like 100 feet in front of the car in front of me, and it was like a camper trailer thing. And all of a sudden its tire just popped, and you see him like swerving all over the road. So I had to slam on my brakes and throw my like flashers on, and everybody else around me did too, but then like nobody knew what lane he was going to end up being in. So we like everybody was just kind of like trying to get out of the way. And then there was another person, I think on the right side of the lane, and they ended up trying to like stop with them so that they could like see if they're okay, and I would imagine, or maybe they were even traveling together, I don't know. But anyways, so that happened, and as I'm like calming down from that moment, right, I hit my like exit to get back home, and as that is happening, so like I get out of my exit, I'm like calming down, I'm like, okay, we're fine, everything's okay. The light turns green. There's a car next to me, like a van. And we both turn. And as we're turning, if you're on the inside, you're supposed to go to the inside lane. Yeah, that didn't happen. So as we're turning, they just like merge over, and I again have to like slam on. Like that one was really, really close. But like I had to like slam on my brakes, and I like honked or whatever. And as I drove, like I got over to the left lane to just get past them, because at this point I'm just like shaking, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with people? So I get into the lane next, and I'm like looking at them, because it like part of me is like, are people day drinking? Because there was like an event, I guess, somewhere nearby. And so I'm like, maybe that's what's going on. So I'm like looking at him, trying to figure out if the dude's drunk or whatever. And he's just like, and I'm like, do you even know what you just did? Like, do you even have any idea? Are you awake? Like, I don't. I was freaking out. Like, not freaking out, but I was like shaking so bad. Like, I was just like, please just get me home. I wanted to kiss the ground when I walked into my doors. It was bad. I haven't had a scare like that in like the maybe one time a long time ago in Chicago, which like Chicago and people are angry drivers in Chicago, so it is what it is. Hi Gnarly, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Hello. More like Papipo? Yeah. Yeah, I kind of just like look like I shaved my head or something. Like it looks like I have no hair at all. Like I'm there, right there. You can't even see the hair behind me. I look like a turtle. Anyway. Hey, it's Franklin. Did anyone else watch that? Because that was like one of my favorite shows growing up. Um, Also, I decided that Sunday is going to be Music Day instead of Music Monday, so we're gonna call it Song-Filled Sundays. Um, because it's easier for me to have background music on a game that I've already played versus like Monday I'll be playing random games. So I don't want to have to like pay attention. Like sometimes I like just playing like the new random games for me with just the regular sound, like not even music going on, because I don't know. I feel like for a first playthrough, it's very immersive that way, or more immersive that way. Final Destination moment? Yeah, 2 times. At least it wasn't like a semi-truck with a bunch of logs on the end of it. I saw a TikTok though of a guy who he was merging on, or he was already on the highway, and there was a semi-truck with like the lumber on the back of it, like next to him in the other lane, and he's like, "That's it, I'm ready!" And he merges over and he's like, "Do it!" It's funny. I was like, I feel that. Good night, everyone. Good night, Elf. Sweet dreams. Appreciate you. Alright. We can switch over to your guys' music because there's actually quite a bit in there too, so. But I just wanted to start up with like this kind of thing. But yeah, I'm very sleepy today, and I don't know if I'm gonna be like the most like energetic, so hope that's okay with you on the vibes. I'm just here to chill and play some video games and read that book later, which I'm excited about. Actually. Spontaneous Booty is the first one. Thank you, Sussy. Oh, wait. It's South Park, The Fractured Butthole. The cover is very interesting. Yo, Cast, welcome in. How are you? Hello. How are you today? I hope you're well. We're doing your guys' music today. I don't know if you've been here for one of those, but we're doing your guys' music. So you can type !SR followed by a song title and an artist name if you want to get one in. Nope, still new. I figured. I was like, I don't know if you've been here for one yet. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm just a little bit sleepy today. But I don't know. I finally ate for the first time at like 5 p.m. Not like ever, but like today. And so maybe my energy will come to me, but right now I'm a little bit eepy. There you go. Yeah, it takes a while to get there, because people fill up the queue even when we're not doing the music. But at least it keeps it going whenever I do change to music again. Yay! GG! See, you're a quick learner. Nice. I am gonna go ahead and switch over to Skyrim though. So let me change my category real quick. And then I need to switch this over. Sorry, I feel like I'm like really out of it. Like right before I started stream, I was like eating and watching my friend's stream, and I'm like kind of like doing like one of these. Like I was just like, what the heck is going on? But I refuse to take a nap because I'm off of work tomorrow for one, so I can stay up. It'll be fine. And then for two, um, I gotta break the cycle because if I nap today, then I'm just gonna keep napping. I probably look sleepy because I don't have makeup on today. That's probably more of what it is. So, this is just how my face, like, I have really red undertones, especially around my eyes for some reason. So, yeah. Anyway. Boop, 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 boop. Skyrim. That's the one. Natural blush. Meh. I can't give my 2 cents today because I don't want to sit here and beat myself up, but I have beaten myself up about stuff today a lot. So, I don't know why. It's probably just because I haven't eaten or like physically taken care of myself very well today. I've noticed when I don't eat, sleep, or bathe properly, then I feel very like more depressed than if I were to like, take care of myself properly. So, and I waited until 5 p.m. to eat anything today. So, actually, that's not true. I had a gas station breakfast sandwich, which I feel like is worse. Like that's like counterproductive almost. But I don't know. That was the best I had. Motherfucker O'Keefe! Hello! How are you? How was your day? I thought you were just in the same sleepy mood I'm in. I mean, maybe both. I don't really know. I think it's both. I don't know. I feel like if I had a tan, I'd look fine. But without a tan, I just look discolored. And part of it is because I have freckles. But like, I love freckles, right? But like, I don't know. It just makes uneven skin tone when they're not like popping out. And mine are very subtle unless I get some sun. So, but like I said, I've just been beating myself up a lot today, so don't mind me if I don't take, like, not take well to compliments, but just like almost shove them away kind of thing. Like, no! Because I just can't convince myself of things today. I don't know. It's just the lack of self-care is what it is, I'm sure. I had leftover pizza? Nice! What kind? Might have more? When you have leftover pizza, and anyone can answer this, but when you guys have leftover pizza, do you like it like heated up or do you eat it cold? Hi Todd! Hello! Welcome in! How are you? I spammed the music feed enough for a bit. I appreciate it, regardless. Hello! Gray like the wolf. Isn't there a wolf right there? No. That would have been cool. That's fine. I compliment everybody. Well, that makes me feel better too. But that's good. I'm glad you're spreading like kindness and cheerfulness. You look like a cutie to me, big dog. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. You're always so sweet to me. You guys are too nice. I don't know what to do about it other than throw up. Speaking of, hi alien. Hello. How are you? Cold like my soul. I saw a meme. Oh wait, I saw a meme today, and when I was pooping at work, cause if you're gonna do it at work, right? And I had to like show it. Hold on, I'm gonna put it in the memes really quick in Discord. It's a Fallout meme. If you want to go look at it, go look at it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna describe it to you. It's basically an alien, and they're like looting him, and he's got like marijuana on him. And it made me think of Alien, and every time he's like, FBI, open up, whenever I'm smoking, like, rude. Rude. Hi, Opium! How are you? I hope you're doing well. Hello, Jedi! Hello, Psycho! Do you want me to call you a Psycho or a Yamato? Never should have come here. I feel like calling you Psycho might be, like, not so nice. You know what I mean? But I always like tend to read like the first portion, like the prefix, not so much the suffix. You poop? Only out of my mouth. Hi, show me. Hello. How are you? How was your day? I eat that shit cold, 3 days old, straight out of the box. Honestly, I like mine cold. If I'm gonna have leftover pizza, like that was already cooked and everything, I prefer it cold. But that's just me. Depends, some places have it better cold, otherwise I eat it. Oh, I assume you mean better hot, but otherwise you eat it cold. Where am I? Is this... Are you friends? We are friends, yes. I think this is a place of friendship. This is a town. I got very turned around. Don't mind me. This is Whiterun. I recognize. Hi, Train! Welcome in! What's all this then? What? What's all of what? Whatever are you talking about? I didn't mean it, actually. My bad. Do you think they'll attack him? Is he welcome here? That's cool. That's dope. I like that. Did you hear that? It sounded like my cat just said hello. What you doing? This is a banger, by the way. Thank you to whoever requested this. Grace, let it go. Grace, let it. Grace, let it go. Grace, let it. I just remember that part. I was obsessed. Okay, I watched this every single day. Oh, sorry. He snarled. How am I? I'm doing pretty good today. I'm just a little bit sleepy. I don't really know why. Out of your mouth, redefining the phrase talking shit. Hey, well, we discovered that if you hold in a fart for too long, it will find its way out of your mouth. And that's why your breath stinks sometimes, is because you held in a fart for too long. Fun fact. So if you meet somebody with smelly breath, you can literally tell them they have fart breath and you're not wrong. Look it up. I'm so serious. Look it up. Dead ass. Don't friend-shape people? Fusro da their ass. But I wanna have friends. He looked like he had an actual face for a second, and it freaked me out. I was like, what? You're a human? I wanna watch Grease now. Makes sense. Been on a mountain hike with some friends. Oh, nice. Where did you go hiking, if you don't mind me asking? Like, not like necessarily like a park or anything like that. I don't need to be like that, but like a state, if possible, if you feel comfortable. If not, I totally get that too. My favorite place to hike was the Zion National Forest, or Zion National Park. It wasn't really a forest. I need to change my camera battery. Had some pasta at a restaurant, now I'm home. That sounds like a really good day, honestly. I want to do that tomorrow, but I heard it's supposed to be like 38 degrees where I live, and I don't know if that sounds like a very good idea. Because to go from, what, like, I want to say it's like 60 or 70 degrees out right now, to go from that to like 38 overnight, literally, I think I'd end up getting sick, so I don't want to chance going on a hike if it's going to be that cold. I'm doing well. I got back from a run and putting up some laundry. Look at you being productive. I need to take a lesson from you. I've had the same laundry sitting in my laundry basket for 2 weeks. And I'm just kind of like pulling out of it over and over and over again. Hi.
I serve Jarl Balgruff as steward.
The bandit leader. Oh, I killed somebody. Yay.
Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward.
I've actually never seen Footloose ever in my life. This is gonna sound really mean, but like, I was a kid, but I was afraid of Kevin Bacon's face when I was a kid. He just looked like, like, this is gonna sound weird because I have a thing for Hancock, but like, he looked like a ghoul to me as a kid. Like, he looked like a zombie to me as a kid. I don't know why. It just freaked me out. I think that's all I had to talk to you about.
There are 3 of them, arranged in 3 tiers, as you may have noticed.
Why are we still talking?
Don't suppose you'd want to take that fire somewhere else? You know, somewhere away from me?
Is it because I woke you up, bro? Because honestly, I kind of feel it. I can't even be mad at you. I'd feel the same way. Can you die in game for me? No, I'm not gonna do that. It's true. Look it up. I'm so serious. It's a thing. I feel like... Hold on. Settings. I need like mouse sensitivity. Maybe it's controls. No. Maybe? Maybe? No. Gameplay? What the hell? Do they not have that? Actor fade, item fade, object fade, grass fade, crosshair, dialogue, subtitles, depth of field. That's literally nothing that I want. Alright, I guess they don't have like look sensitivity. That kind of sucks. I told my ex about that. Can't hold your farts or you're gonna end up with ass breath. Did they believe you? Yeah, she didn't believe. Okay. I like that you answered my question. I got Frenchie's autograph once. Not sure if I said that before or not. Frenchie. Oh, that's the one that that's the one with the pink hair, right? How'd you meet her? Serbia? I don't know if you heard about it. Tell me more, please. Thank you for the lurk, Shani. I appreciate you. Alright. I need a quest, actually. Give me that back. Quests. Up at the top. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. That's in the DLC, I think. That's endgame. I've only found 10. That's sad. Obtain a pogfish. I don't want to go fishing. Yeah, pretty much all of my stuff is just gonna be this. And for some reason, none of them are showing. Maybe I just need to go to the DLC areas and start exploring there at this point. That's what I'm starting to feel anyway. Danger zone. Wait. Oh, sorry. Sorry. You saw nothing. Bacon! Hi, Bacon! How are you today? I hope you're doing well. I hope that life has treated you amazingly today. And that all of your mental healths are well. Oh, you're working today? Let's go. Is it a easy work day at least? I know Sundays are always hectic for us, but there was also a football game on today, so I guess most people were viewing that. Gross foosball. The devil's work, you know. Mama was saved. Borders with Hungary to the north, Romania to the northeast, Bulgaria to the southeast, North Macedonia, I think it's Macedonia, not Macedonia, I think it's Macedonia. To the south, Croatia and Bosnia and Herzegovina? I've never heard of that one. That one I have not heard of before. All the other ones I feel like I've heard of.
Now I know who you are.
I always want to do it, but my knees will give out in like 0.2 seconds of trying to do some Slav shit. I don't remember how they do it. I can only like do it in full if I'm doing it in full. There's like a whole dance to this, I think. I should learn it sometime. That'd be fun. It's a bop though. Where are you taking me? Okay. We're going to the cave. That apparently I have cleared already. Screw it. My mental health has been kind of better, but I still need to figure out my Adderall situation, but that is waiting until tomorrow. I take it you're off tomorrow? There's Baltimore Ravens game tonight, so I know that what my parents are going to be watching. Do you like football at all, Bacon? I'm very much looking forward to the camping trip. I'm going on towards the end of the week though. I hope you have a lot of fun with that. I know you've been pretty hyped about it for a good minute now. Hi.
Time to get lost, friend.
I could say the same for you. I thought I cleared this way. Is there something fighting me? Okay. It was my horse. I only hear Skyrim music. Thank you. I wonder if it's because it wasn't playing earlier. Where is it? What the fuck? There's normally one that has... Oh, here we go. There. There, do you hear it now? Here, we can start this over, since it's such a banger. I don't mind listening to it again. It would have been funny if I did get up and start doing the fucking dance to it. You guys would be like, what are you dancing to? My dog turned off my PC? Dude, I've had that happen with my cat. She likes to stretch and then hit my microphone thing too, so sometimes my mic will just randomly cut out and I'm like, ah. No, I think my brain's just not nice to me today. I think that's what's going on. I've had like really bad social anxiety today too. Like I don't know why, I just keep thinking people are mad at me. Like I've done something to piss people off, but I don't know. Probably just in my head. Is he dead? I already killed him, right? No, he's still alive.
What? Who's there? Rodolphe? That you?
Yeah.
Boss was looking for you, said he'd be up at the summit. Better not keep him waiting.
I think we let him live. He doesn't know any better. Work was hectic at first. They were doing a chicken wing and or crab cake sale today with the Ravens game happening, but now it's chilling out. Hell yeah. Crab cakes though, do you get to try any of those? We don't do samples at where I work. Not him dying all erect and shit. Like he's full standing. That's about how it would look if I died like that, you know? Just like a little bit. Anyway. Which is more cruel? Killing a blind man or leaving him alive and him not knowing that all of his friends are dead? Which is worse? Like, what if he just thought that he just went deaf, too? Well, I guess, no, that wouldn't work, because I'm sure you could still hear, like, you know, if you bumped into something, or... But it'd be weird if that didn't happen. Like, if he didn't bump into stuff. Go away. No, I'd have to buy one if I wanted one. That sucks. I don't really eat crab all that much, which is kind of funny given how I'm born and raised in Maryland.
I knew I could find you.
I love, like, crab and lobster. However, I'm not a big fan of, like, salmon or really any fish other than walleye. Like, fresh caught walleye is really good. And I only know what that tastes like because when I was a kid, we would actually go up and visit my mom's side of the family that lived in Minnesota, and it's called the land of 10,000 lakes for a reason. So we'd go fishing every time, and my mom caught a walleye one time, and we ended up like my dad deboned it and everything, cut it up, and we had walleye for dinner. And that was the only fish that I ever had that I liked. But the bones in it can be so small. It's the only downfall. Bold to assume the blind man had any friends. I mean, he's here, isn't he? I thought all these people were friends. For like 2 seconds, I thought this was a VeggieTales song. Oh, it's another Grease song. Oh, I love this one. I'm singing to this. I'm sorry. Probably can't show that for like more than 2 seconds. Have me at last.
What was that?
Someone love it happens so fast. Met a boy, cute as can be, drifting away to a of a summer night. Wella, wella, wella. Ooh. Tell me more, tell me more. Tell me more, tell me more. Bum, 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 bum. It's been a minute. He showed off, splashing around. Oh, this is such a good song. I have family that lives in Minnesota too. My mom's family lives there. Everybody's mom's family lives there. Tell me more, tell me more. That's so fucked. That's even a line bleh, that she put up a fight. We went strolling, drank lemonade under the sun. Oh, I thought it was sun. Hi, cutie. Aw, I heart so good. You're such a good boy. No, you're so cute. Hi. Okay. Stop biting me. Thank you. Fucking Rizzo. I hated her. When I was a kid, I absolutely hated her. And now that I've, like, grown up, I actually, like, I kind of like Rizzo. We got friendly down in the sand. I can, like, see it in my head. You know what I mean? I feel like the guys' version in this is like what the dudes tell each other in the locker room to, like, you know, show off or whatever in high school. And then like her version is like what really happens and like you know how guys will kind of like fold for their woman kind of thing, like just kind of be like more soft and stuff. And then what the guys are like, you know, like that. Not always, but definitely in this era. Azriel, did you make it home safely? I hope your flight went well. I mean, I would imagine you're here. That was kind of. Oy. Or wait. You guys are. There's too many Azriels now. Oh, my shoulder just popped really bad. Never seen their plays, but I've met them several times over the years. Oh, you're like, I guess, aunts and uncles? Out of curiosity, how does monetization work on music request days? You don't need to answer if you don't want to, but like, do you get money from these VODs with copyrighted music? So, fun fact. I don't mind showing this. It's a good learning moment for anybody that streams or wants to stream ever. Let's say I don't want you guys to hear the blurps. I already have it on the browser. But you can right click this, go to advanced audio properties, and so under blurp so see how like browser it's unchecked? This 2 is gonna be for your VODs. These are your VOD recordings, so if it's unchecked, that means it won't play in your VODs. So I can do that with any sound and just be like, nah, it's not gonna be on the VOD. So if you go back and actually watch one of my VODs, you're not gonna hear our music on there, or my Spotify music when we do that. It's so easy. That was one of the first things that I learned from Hatto. Yeah. However, when you guys do blurps, which maybe I should get that off of the VODs from now on, but I have to cut out when I transfer stuff over to YouTube, I have to cut out parts of the VOD because the blurps sometimes have copyright on it. Redshot, hello! Zoltan, how are you? Blurple nurples indeed. I'll give you a blurple nurple. I'm actually really good at locating people's nipples. Hold on, my sword doesn't have any go-go juice. We need to fix that. Charge with... I got fuck nothing here. Hold on. I need to do more of the... Wait. Why do I not have a bow that steals souls? I have that in every game that I've ever played. Yeah, you're strong. There. Got your back. Got your 6. Dang, he bend and snapped. Give me those, please. Those are good. That's a nice armor, honestly. Sorry, I have another friend named Azriel, and like I keep like mixing your guys's like names sometimes, cause it both just starts with Azriel, and I always like look at like the prefix and not so much the suffix of someone's name, and then I'm like, wait, which one am I talking to right now? So I apologize about that. I just realized I left my vape in the car. It's probably for the better. I don't need a vape. It's vape. Hi Sassy! Welcome in! How are you? Were you back to work today? I feel like I saw the back of your head and someone paged you, but I swear I didn't see you. Wait, there's something I needed? Was it the madness ore? No. That. Ooh. We need 8. Yes. Easy day? Nice. That's good. I stood in front of John Travolta once too. He was shorter than you think, unless it was a double. Like, how tall if you had to guess? But I could just like go down there. Sad. Can that be the quote or a soundbite at least? What? I'm actually really good at locating people's nipples. Actually, I think, you know, Alien, I'm pretty sure if you wanted to, you of all people could probably do it. I think you can record sounds from like my streams or anyone's streams or whatever and make them into blurps. And then like we could always use it.
The machinations of my mind are an enigma.
Sussy has 59% smelly farts. That's above average. To be expected, though. I feel like that's tame for you. So far away. Money! 1 gold doubloon. 69%, yeah, you win. I should make it up to like 500 so you can get 420% smelly fart. It'd be funny if like I could make it to where like 500% would just be like, it would just say nuclear bomb attack. I don't think I can program it to do that though. That's the only thing. 5'8"-ish, but when you look him up it says 6 foot. I'm 6 foot, so there's no way. I wouldn't put it past Hollywood to lie about their height. I have 7%. That's hardly anything at all. You must have ate nothing but like candy. Like it almost smells sweet. Smells like licorice. Whee! 24% smelly farts. Alien. Yours are nice too. 500% crawl out from the fallout. Chat's rads increase. Or just make it say like viewer ate radiation shrimp from Walmart. Oh, I should do a rad check. Oh, that's a really good idea. I like that. I might steal that if that's alright with you, Bacon. I can credit you. Poo Poo! Hi, Poo Poo! How are you? How is your day? Gonna need heavy rad resist to combat those farts. Yeah. Either that or a bunch of Radaway and Radex. Honestly, that's my favorite way to get through the, glowing sea. I don't like using power armor. Just not my favorite. At work, thankfully it's going by pretty fast. Let's go. My day went by pretty fast too. Except for like the last like hour, because I kept checking the time. Where should we lead him? Do you think we could lead him into battle somewhere? Like we just spend all of stream. Oh god. Are you gonna... Yeah? Okay. I'm trying to follow the road while walking backwards. I think he's doing it. He's doing the dance. Just sail on. I think I listened to this today, actually. There is not a cat around me. I think they're still eating their dinner. I gave them some wet food. So I will not be able to get them right now, but when they come in here, I'll grab one of them. Grinder! Hello! Welcome in! How are you? How's your day going? I saw you're playing Fallout 4. Dude, your club thing looks so sick with all the Nuka-Colas. I wasn't able to, like, chat because I was just, like, leaving a lurk last night. While I slept and whatnot. But, like... Aw, shit! Damn it! He Houdini'd! This motherfucker. I was leading him into battle with me. That sucks. Alright, but anyways, I saw your, like, Nuka-Cola stuff. It looks so cool. And I love that you build like a bar-type club scene every game that I ever see you play. Hydrate win. I thought I did already. I think I did it, like, right when you did it. Nothing but ginger ale and Twizzlers. Oof, that sounds like a terrible combination. I don't really use power armor all that much in Fallout
I've been
4.
looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
I've been looking for you. You
Let's
disappeared
see.
on me.
I have a letter here from Quintus Navale in Windhelm. He said it was urgent. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Also, I need to, like, turn this back down. Musical pleasure. I don't know what he gave me. I know it was a letter of some kind. Is it this? Okay. I really don't have any idea. It could be anything. I'm just gonna like, I wish you could like read all. They should make that a button. Could be a bounty. Seconds of fuck. I don't think that's how it goes. T-Blade, hello, welcome in. How are you? How's your day? Da funk, funk. Well, actually, I should say pineapple ginger ale called. Oh, okay. I know. There's a drink at my job like that. I kept having to drink it because I was having tummy issues. But it had like turmeric in it too. It was supposed to be like one of those like healthy drinks. It was good, but I don't like getting to the bottom of those drinks because there's always some like sediment in there and it's like, ugh. Settlement, not sediment. Fuck you and your glass fish. Je ne sais pas. Fantastic voyage. Fuck. There's so many. That noise kind of scared me, I'm not gonna lie. Going through a heartbreak? The fact that you put LOL after that is wild. Are you okay? Do you want to talk about it? Or would you like to forget your problems today? Ah, there it is! Hey, it's the file thing. I'm just gonna read all these just in case. Also, I just remembered that we are named Foot Quack Queef. I've been playing this for super long. I think since like basically damn near the start of me streaming. I still feel like there's there's so much that I haven't done in this game though. Hey, see? Aha. It's a good thing we're doing this. Kevin! Hello, Kevin! How are you? How's your day? I do look handsome today. I would agree with that. Treasure map? The funk. Fantastic voyage. Alright. We have 2 quests now. Let's go this way first. Because why not? I just remembered I messed up and decided to put myself down for work tomorrow. Oof. Still not feeling up for it. Do you feel like a lot of jet lag? Because I know like even like a short span on an airplane can make you feel quite a bit of jet lag. Can't imagine it for like damn near a day worth of flying. Steak tonight? No. No steak tonight. Hell no. In fact, I already ate, thank you. Hi Krill, how are you? I'm not killing any cows. I saw, my friend sent me this beautiful TikTok about some cows the other day. And you know what? I should have sent it to you to be like, this is why we don't kill cows. They're just giant puppy dogs. No. No steak. No steak for you. But I hope work goes easy for you. I've never been on a big trip like that, so like I have no idea what it would feel like to the body. But I hope you had a lot of fun on your trip, and I'm glad that you made it back home safely. Actually, I flew 18 hours, so yes, I'm jet lagged. Yeah. It's still damn near close to a whole day. That's crazy. I think the longest flight I was ever on was to Vegas. And I want to say it was like a 4 or 5 hour flight tops. If even that. Not that one, it's evil. That one's not evil. No cows are evil. What are you talking about? Also, we're gonna have an ad in a minute, in which case I'm gonna pause the game. We're gonna probably sit here, smoke, and I'm gonna grab another water bottle.
All right.
Whoa.
Hand over your valuables.
After
or
I
I'll
stab
gut
this
you
guy.
like a fish.
So it's like 3 minutes of ads, but then we have ad-free viewing for a whole hour. So I apologize, but that's the bare minimum to not have walk-on ads. So I'm sorry it's long. Please don't hate me.
Nice try, but you don't scare me. I'm not going to ask again. Don't you walk away from me.
I'm not even gonna call my friend. I'm just gonna murder you myself. I don't even need it. Little bitch. Pussy ass bitch. Hawk toot on you, sir. Not in a good way. Hi, Con! Hello! How are you? I hope you're doing well. I need to go grab a water since we're about to be on an ad break, and then I'll be right back and we can smoke. So, I'll be right back. Oh my god, she didn't Naruto run. She's a fake! She's a phony! Sorry. Anyway, hi. I think we should get high. Ad simulator, yes. I'd like 3 hours of ads. Do you even like me at that point? Do you even like me? Do you even want to be here? Nice dancing, Sammy. Thank you. I appreciate it. I thought there was a cat here. To sum it up, she has a lot going on and changed her mind on dating, which I'm not holding against her. Still sucks. Yeah. No, I get it. I'm sorry that that happened. Could be one of those situations where it's, you know, right person, wrong time or something like that. I don't know. I'm not the best to give dating advice right now. YMCA. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here and get pets. Oi! Look at this big old floof. Yes. You don't like it when I kiss on your belly, huh? You don't like my kisses at all. It's bad. You get at least one kiss. Yes. Hi, Karma! Hello! How are you? I have a floof. Would you like the floof? You can have the floof. Gimme! You can have Satsuki. She's a pain in the butt. Also, hi, Endless. How are you? I love you though. But how are you, Inlip? How are you, Karma? Hello, hello. Hydrate? Give me a second. Let me pet the cat. And then I'll hydrate. Well, 18 to America and 16 to Kenya. Yeah, you spent over a day on the plane. Wait, am I seeing things, or I see a pure angel in the top right of my screen? I don't know what you're talking about. It's Calcifer! Yes! I was on TikTok today, and I was scrolling through, and there was this post, and it was like, scroll to your birthday to see what side character you are in like Miyazaki films, and mine was Calcifer, and it made me really excited. And then I saw another post later that was the same thing, but it was about what Studio Ghibli cat you are, and mine was Gigi from Kiki's Delivery Service, and I was like 2 for 2. I was really excited. I know it's something small, but still. Ugh, I feel like I'm getting allergies or something. Hydrate. That's right. It's fine, I just got sad Loverboy music playing with the stream. I gotcha. I'm like the opposite. Whenever I go through heartbreak, I'm like playing stuff to like get over it. I really need to go blow my nose. I don't know what's going on. Hi, Steph. Hello. Welcome in. How are you? Sorry, I had to go blow my nose for a second there. Just woke up? Nice. Do you feel well rested at least? Or do you wake up like feeling groggy? Because that's how I feel. I don't remember which way I was trying to go. Probably this way. Okay. I'm doing good, and you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little bit sleepy today. But I'm like, good? If that makes sense? Just tired. But I'm tired of being tired. Like, I don't understand why I just never have energy anymore. Actually, I had like a slight epiphany today. If I were to sum up how I feel, or how I've felt this like year as a whole, is, you know when there's like a really bad hurricane or something, right? And there's like a couple phases of the hurricane. There's like that calm before the storm, and then there's the storm itself, and then there's like this aftermath where you're looking at like the remains of everything that happened with the storm, right? What the fuck? What the fuck? uh Everybody okay? Do you think there's commotion over there, or should I check? Let's go check and make sure nobody got hurt. Get your back up off the wall. But anyways, I feel like I'm in like that aftermath part where you're kind of looking at the wreckage and trying to make sense of it and figuring out like where to start. And I feel like I'm getting to the part where I'm like, all right, I see the starting point. Let's go. Let's send it. I feel like that is the most perfect way that I can describe what's going on. You look beautiful without the makeup. Thank you, Steph. I appreciate it. I wish I felt like that. I do when I have a freshly lotioned face and when I have a tan. Otherwise, I don't know. But thank you. Oh. Pardon me, but do you think he really needs that long of a cloth? Or do you, like, wouldn't it be crazy if, like, you have this giant, like, this big-ass dude, right? And they just have, like, micro penises? Like, that would just be kind of wild. You know what I mean? Like, I just, you know, with a cloth that long, you would think there would be, like, a whole, you know. Anyway, I don't know. I'm sorry. I've been single for a year now, okay? Give me, like, let me live my life a little bit. Let me fantasize. Wait, watch, let's. What you doing? I'm trying to see something. Sir. I'm lonely. Maybe you can see it from the back. It just looks like hair. That's sad. Anyway. I've been single for 3 years. So you want to see Peen too, right? We can make this happen. Hi. Oh, you're letting me walk right next to you. That's so cool. Hi. Are we friends? This has never happened to me before. Normally you guys get all like in a fearsome stance and you're just like, yo, I don't like you already. You're kind of a cutie. What's up with all the markings on your body though? That's kind of... Is that your veins? There's no way. It's gotta be like a tat, right? Also, you might want to put some lotion on those knees. They kind of look like... Well, I'm not gonna say what they look like, but lotion, you know? Anyway. Have a good walk. Please don't report me for harassment. Do you want to die?
The suffering that Daedra caused will not go.
Please step on them. That would be really cool. Anyway, I'm not gonna kill him. He's a cool dude. He's nice people. Look at him. He's friendly. Also, hi Horton. How are you? Did you guys ever finish the thing with your parents? I don't know if I ever asked you that. The like flooding? I think it was flooding that happened. Dude, scorpions! Was this your friend? That's so sad. Aww. I don't know if I have a home yet for you, but maybe someday. You know what? Fuck it. I'll have to be extremely quiet with it being 12:27 a.m., but I'm gonna put my PJs on and go for a smoke. Hell yeah! I should have got my vape from the car. I'm like, I don't know why I'm craving it so much right now. Ooh, a saber-tooth bestie! Stop fighting the dog! Hell no. You okay? Oh, he's our friend now. Oh, that's all it took? Oh, that's awesome. Okay, well. Apparently that's how we befriend a dog. Fuck yeah, let's go. Stretch imposter check, thank you. He's mean mugging you? He was being so nice. He let me look at his balls. I'd say that's pretty friendly. I don't know. But he let me inquire about it. He didn't just like shove them in my face or nothing. Maybe that's why they're so cranky. Maybe. Hitler only had one ball, so I mean, like, it could be a thing. You know what I'm saying? Who are you? You could give a quest.
There's been word of some trouble nearby. I'm on my way to investigate. I probably shouldn't tell everyone who asks.
I like your
This is
armor.
important business, you know.
Persuade.
No, I think I've got this one.
Alright, let me give you coin.
There's been word of some trouble nearby. I'm on my way to investigate. There's been word of some trouble nearby.
Do I have to kill him?
Investigate.
Maybe he has a note on him. Yeah, you can't. Oh, were you trying to catch him, bro? Like, what? You didn't even have a note? No, I just killed you for no reason. Now I feel like an asshole. It's gotta be here, right? Like, he's standing in front of it. And I think I already, yeah, so it's fine. I stabbed him in the eye, man. That was a crazy thing. Fun fact, there's no female giants in game. Well, yeah, because then they'd have to deal with the whole, like, snoo thing. Then there would be, like, there'd be a lot of mods about doing that with the giants. And the giant booba. They probably just couldn't animate a booba that big. That was a brutal finisher. That's what she said. Sorry. More than a woman. More than a woman to me. Is this the Bee Gees? It's gotta be. I don't know. Any other people that can get their voice that high? Yep. Like, he can get his voice higher than I can and still sound good. Now, he looks tired.
Stay away if I were you.
Why?
I'm on my way to a giant camp, and I can't guarantee those beasts won't think you're part of the offering. Keep your distance.
Oh, yeah, I actually don't care. Thank you.
About.
Kill him? Why do you just want me to go on a murdering spree or something? You and Sussy with the bloodlust. Kill cow. Now I'm not killing the cow. He'll die on his own anyway. No. It's too far. It's fine. The cow will die. Everything will be okay. What happened here? Can I just read it? Why do I have to take it? A dance in fire. Nothing. Stupid. Drop it. Take that back. Woo! Shit. Well, fair. That's probably why he died. More than a woman to me. Bean! Hello! How are you? I hope you are well. I hope your sleep schedule has gotten a little bit better. Kill him and take his cow? I'd be more inclined for that, but... Oh. This looks like some bullshit I don't give enough of a crap about. Have fun with that, guys! What the fuck am I gonna do? I'm just here walking my dog. Don't mind me, you know. I don't even have a name for this dog. But he's mine now. You don't think they could make giant boobas for this game? Oh, you sweet summer child. You have obviously not been into modding sites. Yeah, well, I know that they already do. But I'm saying, like... Okay, so even when other people mod their boobas, it breaks the game sometimes. Can you imagine a giant boobas being modded? That's what I'm getting at. Also, I'm not so sure that I'm ever gonna play video games with mods. Like, I really just like playing the vanilla stuff. Like, I don't know. I feel like, and this is no shade to anybody that ever, like, mods and streams or whatever, mods in general, but, even when I, like, pop in other people's streams and they have, like, a heavily modded game, I'm just like, I don't even recognize this game right now. And it makes it, like, take away the, like, specialness or the nostalgia, I guess, that I feel when watching a vanilla playthrough. But that's not to say that I'm not gonna, like, watch a modded streamer. I'm there for the vibes, but that's just how I feel personally. Now, why do I always end up having to go find the source of power in Lost Valley Have I not already done that? I feel like I've done that. Scale the mountain. It'll be fine. Whee. I know I've already been here, so if they've respawned, that's annoying. This game doesn't have boob physics, so giant boobas wouldn't be an issue. They could make them smaller cups like they do. I mean, yeah, I meant more with, like, the mods. Alright. Yeah, fuck you. Ah! There's still someone on my dick! Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Okay. Cause there's a horn in my ass, that's why I couldn't back up. Nothing happened. Hi Lindos! Hello! How are you? Welcome in. How is your Sunday? Or possibly Monday for you, depending... I don't know what time it is where you are. But I hope you're doing well. You did not see me die just now. You saw absolutely nothing. Oh wow. Well, looks like I have to go talk to the courier and then turn in the quest and then do everything I just did all over again. Yay! Boop. Oh, I know what you're saying. Giant physics enabled boobas are a thing. There are folk on here who have them. Yeah. Yeah. Does anyone know anything about trading cards? I know that scalpers are really annoying and I'm ready to stab them all in the face with a soldering iron. I hate watching the girl stalk the trading cards because everyone just surrounds her and it gives me anxiety for her. And I told her, I was like, I don't know how you don't just eat like loads of Taco Bell the night before you come to these stores and just like I would spray my whole body with that fake poop spray. so that people wouldn't hover over me as I stalk, because, like, no. I can feel your breath. I'm resting of playing Silksong. How are you liking it so far? I found the opposite for me. I love watching vanilla play and will even play semi-vanilla at times, but mods have added so much fun and variety for me. Of course, I have played extensively over a decade, so yum. Oh, so wait, I don't know what YMMV is. I read that as yummy. And I was like, I don't think that's right. No, I didn't see anything. Your death list run is still on. Thank you. See, you're a real one. If we ever got caught by the cops and one of us got away, or like if I got away, I can count on you not to rat me out. And I appreciate that about you. It's good to know I have a ride or die. Okay, I gotta ask, who here has watched K-pop Demon
I've been
Hunters?
looking for you.
Not yet,
Got
but I
something
want
I'm supposed
to.
to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. I have a letter here from Quintus Navale in Windhelm. He said it was urgent. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Alright, let's read all my letters again. What the fuck? I hit the wrong button, my bad. Oh my gosh. Over. Enter. Move the bowl. Down. No. Where was I? I think I was reading all these. I don't remember which ones it was. Give me a second, then I'll read chat. I just want to get, like, speed run this little bit. Standing outside with my mouth open. Alouette, je t'alouette, alouette, je te plume. Sorry. You know the. That's like one of the hardest noises to make when you have dry mouth. Alright, Lakeview, no. I swear I had like 2 of them in here. There we go. File. And that one. That's not right. Found that one. And I think that was it. Note on wares. I'm just checking. You know, that's fine. Oh wait. Yesterday I had this Chinese chicken burger that was so juicy and crispy I almost creamed my pants. What a delightful description. Oh my god, speaking of cream and pants, tell me why I'm at work yesterday, right? And I'm like stocking clothing like I always do. And there's like this couple, mind you, I'm in like the very back of the area, so no one should really be bumping into me, but yet somehow somebody always needs to like walk directly next to me, like so close for no reason. And anyway, so there's a couple walking towards me, and I make eye contact with both of them, and then as soon as I make eye contact with the girl, she turns around to the guy and says something like, I don't remember what she said, but she was talking about the color of something, and he was like, yeah, like, well, of course my cum's gonna be clear, or something like that, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm standing right next to you. Why do you wait until you're right next to me to say some fuck-ass, weird-ass shit like that? Like, what are we doing? I was like, what is wrong with people? And I almost feel like it was a situation where it was like, maybe like they had like that public, like PDA kink type thing or something. Like I was just like, because how are you gonna make eye contact with me and then, like a total stranger, and then say that? It's like, what the hell? Hi, Savara. Welcome in. How are you? I hope you're doing better today. I've been thinking about you. Your mileage may vary. Oh, so basically, like, uh, you're entitled to your opinion, kind of thing. Just pause for a second. This is a good one. Being the only stuff I've watched on Netflix after resubbing have been Squid Game 3, FNAF movie, and War of the Worlds. There's a different version than the Tom Cruise one. If I save you from the cops, I will ask you $20. I can give you $20 if you save me from the cops. I feel like that you could charge more saving me from the cops. I really want to get my vape. It's a problem right now. Yeah. I will be right back. Right back. So sorry. Much better, yes. Okay. Kill the courier? You just want me to kill everybody! And one of my friends wants me to watch Arcane. That's the one about, what, League of Legends or something, right? Get rid of some bounty letters? Maybe I don't wanna. Maybe I like collecting them. I want all the letters. I want it to stack up like a CVS receipt. Does anyone want to go to work for me tomorrow? I don't want to wake up at 7 a.m. just to sit at a register all day. Thank you. I needed that. That was a sigh of relief as it happened, actually. I don't have work tomorrow, so I won't be trading you, because I don't want to go. Yeah, you get to sit down. We don't get that. I saw a post that said Batman's or Batmen. Common misconception of group Batman is called an orphanage. I think I'm gonna cheers to that. Cheers. Okay. Sorry. Flash! Wait. No. Alien's favorite is Green Lantern. I think. It's either I think it's Batman, but it's also Green Lantern too. If I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. Testing my knowledge. Thank you for the hydrate, Stoner Mom. I appreciate it. They were trying to recruit you? I don't want to be recruited. Horton is my second birthday. It's my second birthday on the furniture checkout. And yes, my second day. Why do I keep saying birthday? My second day on the furniture checkout. And yes, we made over 7K today, but Mondays are gonna be busier, and I'm not ready. Mondays are even. What the heck is even life?
God might get nervous.
You really are on like the opposite side of the world, huh?
Nope.
Our
Sorry.
busiest is Sunday. Saturday and Sunday is always the busiest. Hi.
You tried mercenary work? You found it. I've been looking for that blade for months.
No, I just made his
You took out
day.
all those bandits yourself? Thank you. Here, my father had a favorite sword and shield technique. Let me teach it to you in honor of his memory.
Yay! That should be a third level. Yeah. Also, workplace story, not about the coworker I hate. Only if you take a day doing plumbing for me, I'll find a nice crawl space for you. Oh god, no. I would never. So there were two girls sat on one of the bunk beds at work fucking around, and two co-workers tried to remove them from the store, which resulted in them refusing and having to call mall security to remove them, which they eventually left. And then an hour later, one of the co-workers found them trying to break into a fucking cop car. Were they on drugs? Sounds like they were on drugs. Potentially crack cocaine. You know?
Come to chat with an old woman.
Dang, Bean! You got the stankiest booty cheeks up in here. I'm gonna need you to lift your butt cheeks up and scrub underneath them. That's how stanky you are. My goodness. My goodness. Like, who in the right mind attempts to break into a fucking cop car? A crackhead. If he was like, if that crackhead walked by the cop car and was like, it smells like crack in there. Easily. My shining star. I have not heard this in so long. You guys are throwing like all the good ones in. Can someone type exclamation point song? GG Krill, let's go. I haven't heard this in so long. My fart smells like roses. Whose was, I think someone had 7%. I can't remember who. I think it was maybe Azriel. See, in fashion, Saturdays tends to be the busiest, but basically every day of the week tends to be busy in the furniture department. Well, we don't really have furniture, and even the stores that do is like, doesn't really get all that much attention, to be honest. I'll be off in a bubble to save people from my stink. It's like Bubble Boy. Oh, hey.
You win. I submit.
Stop killing cows. You're free. You're welcome. Oh gosh. Are we? Oh, don't be sad about that, please. Am I supposed to feel bad? Is he gonna follow me, you think? I kind of feel bad now. Hi, Weed Sprout. Welcome in. How are you? Are you saying you want to smell everybody's butt? Or just the ones that smell like roses? Also, hi, Blue. Hello, hello. How are you? I don't know what to do in this situation at this point. Ugh, red shot. Are you on like the nothing but Taco Bell burrito diet or something? Con has 11%. That's not too bad. Moida. Well, everyone kept telling me to. I felt like I should. I want to see what my smelly is. I have the least stinkiest farts in chat so far. Hi, FCB. Hello. How are you? How's your day going? I hope well. Also, are you still, under the weather? Put it that way. I hope you're at home and resting and okay. I just remember being in Nyx's stream and hearing something about how you weren't doing so well, and I just want to say I hope you are doing much better now. Good vibes your way. I guess I could start settling down for sleepies. Oh yeah, we leveled up. I mean, if you're tired, then yes. Please, take care of yourself 100%. I'm gonna go with health, yeah. I don't know what I want to level up. Sounds like something from like Lord of the Rings. Innocent farmer and his cow wife? I killed his lover! Or her lover. I don't know. I guess she would be, yeah, the cow, Bessie, you know. Just got back from a Giants game? How was it? Did they win? I assume that's who you were rooting for. I feel like I have something in my teeth. Sorry. It was likely chicken. Nope, we lost. Who'd the Giants play against? Nacho Bell Grande diet? Grande farts? The more grandes you eat, the more farts you get. I mean, honestly, the more beans you eat, they're supposed to too, right? So it's like kind of the same thing. I would love to get smithing up, but unfortunately, I haven't practiced it nearly enough. Oh, I can do heavy armor, but eh. Dang, I really have played this a lot. Damn it, everything's at like 100 that I normally go for. I don't even know if I have this. Sure. Just to put it somewhere, why not? Who cares? I probably should be like conjuring my sword. So I can get that up and then it's like double. Let's do that from now on. Why not? I'm supposed to get out of the hospital tomorrow? Thank God, that's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. Are you feeling a lot better then? Or are you still kind of like... I know, sometimes after like big health stuff, it takes a little while even after you get home. I think that's how it was for Jim anyway. Of course he had surgery. I don't exactly know what's going on with you, but I'm not exactly asking if you don't want to share. I mean, I'm not really tired, but it's almost 1 a.m. for me. Oh, and you work at 7, you said. Yeah, you should get to bed. You should definitely get to bed. I'm sure if you lay down and try to fall asleep like eventually I will. You know? You won't regret it as much in the morning. There are times that like I'm supposed to work at 7 a.m. and I don't go to bed until like 1 a.m. and then if I don't get a nap when I get home, I am so cranky. Hi. Oh, the Redskins, but now known as Commanders. I'm glad that they changed their name. I'm happy to see like stuff like that kind of fade off. Personally. I don't know much about football anyways, or really any sport. The only reason why I know even a little bit about it is because I grew up like my dad dominated the TV kind of thing, and woo, that scared me. I don't know, just stuff like that, or like, you know, being in relationships with people that liked football or any kind of sport really. The only one that I really can't watch is basketball. I can't handle the squeaking shoes. It drives me absolutely mad. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Who was that? Do you think we can catch it? Dude, that thing's... Whoa. Damn, what was that? What the fuck is going on here? Here, I'll help you, giant. Oh, damn. They killed the giant. I feel bad. Yeah, come here. Bro, that was insane. That was like every single enemy that you could fight. All we needed was like a saber-toothed cat and like a mud crab and a bear. And we would have had like everything fighting. We had a dragon, people, and a giant. Not all that great. Still have a lot to go. I'm sorry to hear that part. But, hey, at least you're on like the right step, you know? Hopefully it's only up from here for you. Oh shoot, my battery died. Let me fix that. LBM! My day was good. How was yours? Gonna be lurking. Stay amazing, beautiful Sammy. I love you all. Have a good night. Sleep well, Con. Thank you for hanging out. And I hope you have an easy day at work tomorrow. Hopefully it's not too bad.
FCB 1948 just resubscribed for 14 months.
SCB! 14 months is crazy! Thank you so much for 14 freaking months of supporting. That's so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And in the midst of everything that you're going through, I hope I can help keep you company as you continue to heal. I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you, thank you. And I hope you have fast recovery. Like, I hope it speeds up as you get home too. In the neighborhood, who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters. Count Drunk Sparrow! Hello, hello! How are you today? Hopefully you didn't have work. Hopefully you got like vacation or something. I'm afraid of no ghost. Did I not have more? Hold on. Ah, that one. No. Glad to hear mine was not too bad. Tested some absinthe I made. Came out well. That's like alcohol, right? Is that stronger than Moonshine or no? I'm off today and tomorrow, and I got my PC fixed. Let's go. What was wrong with it? The PC that I was gonna get originally is sold out, but I put in, if anyone wants to see it, in the Discord, I put a list of a couple different computers that I'm interested in it's under tech and stream tips. And it looks like I might be able to save some money on the one that at least Hado is telling me would probably be better for me. I don't really know what I'm looking at when I'm looking at like specs and everything, so I always have to get like everybody else's input, but yeah, so it's in there if you want to look at it. And I'll probably be getting that like literally as soon as I get my Twitch payout. I'm not falling for it this time. Ghostbusters. Yes, yes, I'm Waze. What? I'm Waze. I watched a TikTok today that was talking about that part in the song where someone yells, "Bustin' makes you feel good." We're gonna re-listen to it. I'm sorry, that's just funny, and I can't unhear it now. Well, fucking come after me then, asshole. You're lucky I can't walk. Where are you, you flaming ass? The fuck? She's really good at hide and seek. Oh! I'll just take those, thanks. I forgot about that part. It's been a while since I've seen one of them. Ghostbusters! Ghostbusters! Yes, it's alcohol. Yes, it's stronger in waves. I gotcha. My bio was outdated? Bios. Oh. Like your specs? I don't know what that means. BIOS. The only reason I know anything is from frickin' Digimon. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Also, I see the PC options. I approve of any of them. I think the one I'm gonna go with is the very first one, which is only like a little over 2K. And the budget, like the max budget, was 2.5. So if I could save 500 and still get everything that I need, then I'm happy about it. And I don't feel comfortable enough yet to like work on PC stuff myself, so I don't need to get one that's big enough for like upgrades and all that, because I don't know what I'm doing anyway. If I had like someone closer to me that was like good at that stuff, then maybe. But I don't know shit about fuck. Oh hey, this is where I died. I mean, what? Nothing happened. Whee! Fuck you. And your goat. Nobody cares about me. Hi. Hello? There you are. I'm gonna die again. See, I ain't got like shit for health anyways. It's like all my health right there. Alright, listen up. Who's zapping me? Help me. Yeah, eat butt. Okay, anyway. Woo! Bussin' makes me feel good. Skytech is where I got my monster of a machine. BIOS is like the car's ignition system for your computer. When you press a power button, it's the first program that wakes up the machine. Oh, so you couldn't even like start your PC then? I bought the most expensive one because I wanted future-proof having to work on it. I have been working on my PC for the past 4 months.
Jim the Paulau Snapper cheered X100 Samiabo. Let's go.
It's like my cat can feel when I'm getting overstimulated, and then she's like, I'm gonna bother you now. Yeah, I wouldn't know what to do when it comes to working on a PC, so I don't even mess with it. That's why I wanted to get it pre-built. And the closest person I know that could help me with my PC is my sister, and she lives all the way downtown. And that would be a bit of a drive for me. Hi Jim, how are you? How's your day? I didn't kill the cow, but I killed the cow owner, Krill. I don't know if you're here for that. Yeah, kill the lightning, asshole. I can't fucking get him, little bastard. He's leading me to more bullshit. There we go. Alright, cool. We're good. Get whoever the hell this is. Where are you, sir? Or madam? Alright, where's the last person? There you are. You're kind of strong. Ah. Haha, you fall in and now you can't get up. How are you still up? Now you can't get up. Haha. Okay, sorry. That was stupid. I am the tiger. This is a great song to like kill people too. I could start it, but everything would crash randomly. I don't know what my issue is. I think everything's pretty outdated is a problem. That's also the problem is that I can't even identify because I know that little about computers. But I'm excited to get a new PC and I'm excited to play games that I haven't been able to play because like the graphics couldn't keep up or, you know, whatever. Ooh. No. That's not the same, and no, I wasn't here. Well, maybe you should just be here, Crow. Gosh. What have you been doing with your life? Ugh. Working on house stuff? Being productive? Disgusting. Couldn't be me. I am the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rivals. Wahoo, wahoo, hee-haw, hee-haw.
ad in a minute, in which case we're gonna take a little breaky break. I'm probably gonna go to the urination station, and when I get back, we'll just like toke and chill and pause. And it'll be a 3-minute ad break, but the reason why it's 3 minutes is because that's the least that I can do to have no walk-on ads. So, I apologize that they're so long, but that's the best I can do, and I'm so sorry. Blame Twitch, not me. I did hear that they're supposed to be for, whoa, is that the shitter and someone... Oh no, no, that's gotta be a beheading and okay, yeah, okay. That's fine then. I was like, is everyone okay? Somebody needs some stool softener. I've fallen and I can't get I've McFallen! Ah, I love that video so much. Lots of laying around in Borderlands 3. Yeah, isn't the new one, is that coming out today? Or the 9th? I wanna say it's the 9th, maybe. Or it came out yesterday. I can't remember. I think Silk Song came out yesterday, and the 9th is supposed to be Borderlands 4. But it doesn't seem like anyone's nearly as hyped for Borderlands 4 as much as everybody has been for Silk Song. However, I'm gonna go to the urination station real quick, and I will be right back. She will not leave me alone. Like, she followed me all the way to the bathroom. Yeah, she followed me all the way to the bathroom. And then just like stood there and stared at me, and I'm like, dude, what are we doing? Why are you like this? It's really like having a toddler. I don't know. Cheers, though! That was a really bad cheers. Join me and you can do ASMR construction streams? That sounds awful. That doesn't sound delightful at all. I don't think that's what people like to fall asleep to. Unless maybe people that like live in like New York. They might be used to that. Like a lot of people don't like living next to a train track because they don't like the sound of trains at night, where it wakes them up. Honestly, a train could be like right next to my house and it's gonna soothe me to sleep more than it would like wake me up, because I grew up next to a train track and you could always hear the train like in the distance, and it's like kind of like a comforting sound for me at this point. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like when people have like a smell that's not necessarily good, but they like it. Like gasoline. Or like, I don't know, wet dog or something. The urination station waiting in preparation for the devastation and then in need of a rescutation? I don't think that's a word. I don't think that one's a word there, friend. It is? Really? I've never heard that word before in my life. I need... It's like paramedics reviving someone? That's probably why I've never heard of it. I live in America where they don't do that. Everyone's like, I can't afford it, just let me die. Resuscitation. Oh! It's because I can't read. Got it. That makes sense. That's all you gotta say. Duh, Sam. I mean, conjuration is great and all, but like, you know, it'd be a lot cooler. Murder. Hi. I like your Naruto run. Oh my god! I need a resuscitation, please. That was brutal. Alright, well that's better than it was. I need to save more. God damn it. That really sucks. Alright. Bound sword. But also... Actually... Let's do smart moves. Oh, just health. Thank you. I'll use it after. Or during. I don't know if it works like that. I think I just used it, actually. Yeah. He got that Naruto running. Dude, he fucking ninjutsu'd me. Clapped my cheeks real goddamn hard. That was rough. That was a Briarheart? I bet those guys are unreasonably beefy. Yeah, I didn't realize it was a Briarheart. I thought it was just a regular old schmo. I just got like a huge hankering for Five Guys fries. I've been craving Five Guys for a couple of days now. Sorry. It sounds like if you were to take the Pillsbury Doughboy and give him like T-Pain's voice synthesizer. Tell me I'm wrong. He was showing you his ninja way, yeah. Well, he did a good job. I definitely learned my lesson. I'm gonna have to figure out how the hell I'm supposed to kill this guy. I guess my first mistake was not summoning my demon friend. I don't know. Also, really random thought that I had the other day. Ooh, I can kill him again. Ah. We're gonna let it live this time. I feel bad. The cow didn't do anything. I guess, okay, you know what? This time, I want to see.
Hey, watch it.
What does he do? That's it? That's literally all he did? Like, where are you going? You don't have the cow.
To kill me when I tell her we need to slaughtering another cow.
Well, I'm not doing that again. If he's gonna keep killing cows, I feel bad now. We got raw beef though. Hi Ismail, welcome in. How are you? Taking a flight in 6 to 7 hours. Was sleeping for some hours, but woke up recently. It's 3 a.m. and I've been sleeping since 9 p.m. That's not bad. That's only 6 hours. I think the normal's supposed to be 8. I feel like my perfect amount of sleep though is like 7 hours. I feel like when I get 8 hours, it's like too much, and then I just want to sleep all day. But when I get 7 hours, I wake up just right. Sammy Bobammy! Hi! Hello, Say! Sorry, the camera was blocking your name there for a second, and then it moved. I was like, wait, what? But hello, Say! How are you? I am good. How are you? I'm sleepy, but I'm good. I've just had like really low energy. I don't really know why. I almost wonder if I'm starting to like get like allergies and stuff. Could be the case. He didn't even like try to attack me or anything. 4 to 5 is my ideal range. Can we get a ban for Sussy, please? Every fucking day of my goddamn motherfucking life. The hell? I'm also good and sleepy, but I'm procrastinating going to bed. Why are you procrastinating going to bed? Just don't feel like sleeping? A lot of times I procrastinate going to bed because I'm like, I just don't... Like, I want to have more of my day. What the fuck was that? Is he dancing? I feel like we just watched, like, conjoined twins unconjoin. You know what I'm saying? Wait, why did it stop? I don't know. A ghost possessed my mouse and I think hit the skip button. I think that's what happened. We already discovered this, right? Yeah. Now I got some nice sensual slow jazz that we can all to, you know? Exactly. I want more day. I always tend to procrastinate when I have something to do the next day. What are you doing tomorrow? I think for me, like, it normally happens. I don't know. I like being up late at night because that's when I'm the most creative and when I have, like, the most ideas to, like, implement new things on stream or, like, do crafty things or, like, I just... Really late at night, I like to just sit there and, like, do something crafty and watch, like, a movie or... catch up on VODs or, you know, something like that, which I'm trying to get back into, like, posting more frequently. I'm really gonna do everything in my possible power next year to, like, full send all of this. Because the burnout from doing this and the gerb the way that I have has been killing me. And if I can, like... If I could just get a little bit further, then I could actually potentially step down and not have to, like, be a manager. And then that means that I don't have to, like, work 45 hours. Or I could possibly just go to my boss and be like, listen, I just want to work 40 hours instead of 45 hours. Ah, don't... I'm not your enemy. Put on fireplace video and rain sounds to go with the smooth jazz. Nice. I always sleep with rain sounds. This would be really good to read the book too. Which, by the way, if you guys weren't here last stream, I've implemented some new things. So I'm going back to more of a formed schedule. So Sundays are going to be Skyrim, and I'll stream approximately from 6 to 10 p.m. EST. And then Mondays, I'll try to go longer if I can. Depends on the weather. I might want to go hiking. But it's going to be random games, like my indie games or whatever game I feel like playing on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And those streams will range anywhere from 4 to 6 p.m. to 10 to 11 p.m. And then I will be off of stream on Thursday and Saturday, but Saturday we'll do watch parties in the Discord. And then Friday, I'll be playing FPS games from approximately 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then at the end of stream, like the last hour of stream, I'll be reading a nice little book and like dim the lights, get it nice and cozy in here, and we'll read a little book together. And that way I can get back into reading. And you guys don't have to pay for a book. Ah, see? A win-win! Currently, we just started the 5th wave. And, I mean, I've already read it, but it's been since probably high school, and I really like it. Tomorrow I'm going to join a choir and do yoga, and I'm a bit nervous about it because it's a new social space. I need to move this freaking light. With people I don't know, and I suck at singing and yoga. Is it like a choir where they teach you how to sing? I slept with rain/thunder sounds for a bit. It really is nice. I should do that more often. I switched to it because I was sleeping with a fan. I hope you fucking choke. This goes out to T-Blade. Wait, hold on. Hold on. No. It's so quiet. Oh, I can't even hear it. Can you guys hear it? I feel like it's so much louder for you guys than it is for me, probably. No, it's fucking quiet for us both. That was bullshit. It was a fun goddamn joke. Linda, I hope you fucking choke. I love this song so much. Just give me a second here. Feeling melancholy. Alone. Somebody kill me, please. Somebody kill me, please. I'm on my knees. Pretty, pretty, please. Kill me. I want to die. Put a bullet in my head. Now quickly, before it gets to the next song and it's super loud. Sorry, I just absolutely love that bit of that movie. Amazing. I love early Adam Sandler. And late Adam Sandler. I say that like he's like dead or something, but that's not the case. But yeah, I started sleeping with rain sounds on because I noticed, like, I used to always sleep with the fan on. But when I noticed, like, I was getting sick a lot. And I think it was because, something about pushing, like, all the, like, you gotta dust the out of a fan often. And I was like, you know what? I'll just sleep with rain noises on. And I've slept better ever since, honestly. This is giving Monsters, Inc. I like it, though. I used to sleep with white noise on. I found it strangely soothing. The fifth wave? What happened to the fourth wave and the ones before that? Well, those weren't books, but it talks about what happened in them in the book. It's about aliens invading the Earth. And there's a girl named Cassiopeia, and we call her Cassie, and she just killed her first person. Sucks to suck, Nord. So spooky, oh my god. Hello? Anybody home? There was people last time. No? Boop. Ooh shit, ooh shit, ooh shit.
Bruce?
Oh god. Yeah, I'm sure you're not. Just kill one of them. Something. Oh god, there's like so many! Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god! The horns in my dick again! Excuse me. Oh jeez, and I don't have a sword. Can you wait just a second? Alright. Still probably gonna die, but it's fine. This sucks. Ah! Woo! Does he keep dying? I don't fucking know. I just want him to help me with where I'm at. Help! I keep getting fucking shot at. This fucking piece of shit. Okay, anyway. I'm just a bird. I'm just a bird. Let's do this really quick. Wait, no, that's not the same. Restoration. No, it is. Okay. Are you killing everyone? Can you? Thank you. You gotta hit him. Jesus! God damn it. Hold on. This one. Hit it! Thank you. Fucking... Get him! Where is he? Where the fuck? How do y'all follow each other? Like, I can't even see nothing. This guy is real annoying. Can't fucking... You know what? Can you? Z! Like, fuck. I don't even see him. This is maddening. Can you stop moving, though? Holy shit. Just whatever. This guy is so annoying. Thank you. Woo! Did it. Hey, how can you run that fast, running backwards? Like, goodness. I bet that's what that courier felt like earlier. Yeah, I had a period where I slept really poorly. Don't mind this. Where I slept really poorly, and I found a bunch of long videos on YouTube with various sounds like diesel train engines idling, or the background noises of a bridge in Star Trek, or boat engines. You know, one of the sounds that I used to fall asleep to all the time was, like the PlayStation 4, like, menu noise. I don't know why. I think it was because, there was a period during COVID where I would go home and I would play the crap out of Fallout 4, and when I would watch my favorite streamer and just like hang out in their chat. Shout out to the Brendan Diaz. It's so hard because he changed his name, and I like half the time I'm like I try to call him by his old username. For me, listening to a boat engine hums is really soothing. I used to sleep so well in a cabin under deck of my mom's boyfriend's boat. I don't think I've ever slept on a boat before. But I've always wanted to try going on a cruise. I miss Alien's era of making AI music. Like, I want to hear the Harambe song. Me and Sussy were talking about that song the other day. Is it like up there? Or is it in the water? Yeah, it probably wouldn't make much sense to be in the water now, would it? But it's fine. Harambe is love. Harambe is life. I would agree with that. I mean, shit, the whole world went to hell in a handbasket when he died. You can't convince me that he wasn't the catalyst that, like, broke our universe. Ah, shit. Don't mind me. It's gonna take a minute, but we gonna get there. Oh shit. Oh god. There we go. Woo! I was like, please not again. I got so far this time. Hell yeah. I thought there was two Hagravens. Did he like morph his body or something? Oh no, there's 3 people the whole time? Also, is that supposed to be their ears? 'Cause gross. You just have a, like a hole on the side of your head? No, no thank you. Just the gold. And the shout. Thank you. Yeah. That's why I had to call upon my demon friend. I kind of screwed that part up last time. Let me save, though. And then fix the sound, apparently. Music. That's why. Apparently we cannot listen to Fuck Her Gently by Tenacious D. I am so sorry. There we go. Okay, so I think now it's the white file. Yeah, where's that at? Is that all the way back over? Yeah, I'm just gonna fast travel there, it's fine. Dicks out for Harambe! Dicks out for Harambe! Again! Dicks out for Harambe! That should seriously be like a club music. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody like Skrillex or something like that did like a dubstep version of it. I mean, hell, if they did the "She came down in a bubble, Doug."
Colorful. You need anything, come see me. I'm as resourceful as I am discreet.
If you know that video. That was like a... I think that was on Vine? It was Vine or TikTok. It was like early days if it was TikTok. Oh.
I'll never have Master Nurelian skill with
I
potions.
received you a letter.
Here, you can be a difficult woman to find. Thankfully, those couriers are tenacious.
You think you know how to repair the file?
I have some thoughts. There are 3 crucial elements. Some may be easier to find than others. On the top of the throat of the world is a patch of unmelting snow. No heat can touch it. Then we need the tusk of a mammoth, ground to a fine powder as only the giants know how. The final step is tricky. It requires the briar heart from a forsworn of the Reach.
Haha, well, good thing I just did that.
The file can again be made whole. Okay, I don't think I really need to know about the rest. I'd better get going.
What's Vine? Nothing more than ancient relics from a forgotten time. I will still look, I mean, you guys know. I will look up Vine compilations on YouTube from time to time and just watch those. I don't know, they were just more, there was more heart to it. I feel like TikTok is just like everybody repeating the exact same trend over and over again, and there's no heart.
Kit's just resubscribed for 10 months. Always so great and amazing of a streamer and friend.
Thank you so much, Chiz. Thank you for 10 months. That's crazy. We're almost at a year together. It'll be what, in December? Yay, that's my Christmas present. I'm doing good. How are you? Thank you so much for the resub. Also, I need to change my camera battery. It's about to die. A human-made construct to describe the dark and the light. What's the light? I only know darkness. Maya ha ha, Maya he, Maya ho, Maya ha, Maya ha ha. Dude, I haven't heard this in forever, but I know like the old, like the other version, not like the scream type version or like the metal. I don't really know what to call this. Not the rock version. It's like the guy in... You had to have seen it. It was like a dude, and he's like dancing in his room, and he's like, Maya he, Maya ha. I think it was just lip syncing though. And this is German, isn't it? Numa Numa Man, yes, exactly. His video was like famous on YouTube. Fit check? Alright, I can do that. Numa, 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 yeah, numa. Ah! Alright. Today I chose fart check. Anyways, so I chose comfy and apparently all black. I don't know. I wore these pants to work and I didn't feel like changing when I got home, nor did I feel like putting on makeup. But I did just buy this shirt the other day, and it's a Pink Floyd shirt, and it's really soft on the inside, but like it's that perfect level of like warm and cozy and light, and like breezy, if that makes sense. I don't know. But yeah, I really, really like it. 10 out of 10 would buy it again. It was $11 on clearance. So, yeah. That's the feet. Super simple and comfy because I've been sleepy all day. All black is basically all I wear. I go through phases. I don't know. I like to play around with like different looks and stuff. That's just kind of how I am. Like one day I like to look really girly, and the next day I like to look really alt. Next day like maybe more like goth vibes. The next day a bum. The next day like sporty. I don't know. I just like playing around with different looks. I kind of want to try cottagecore one time, or like really cute like fae type look. Like there's this girl that I saw on TikTok and she had like this cute strawberry shortcake type outfit and it was like literally perfectly put together, and I would love to do some cool thing like that sometime. I don't know. I want to get back into like styling myself, but I've just been like sleepy and tired and broke. And I lost most of my accessories. I don't know where like half of them went. Fun fact, Amiibo wears all black because she was born in the darkness. Mm-hmm. I wasn't born in a hospital. I was born in the blood of my enemies. I had enemies as soon as I was born out of the womb. Warm, cozy, and soft, just like you. Well, thank you. I've just been sleepy. I don't know. I don't know. Hold on. Let me... Actually... How far away? I'm gonna go, like... How many DLC stuff is there? How do you go everywhere? There's that one too. And I think that one. So there's what, 3 DLC areas? Looks like. That's gonna be what I do next. So like next time we'll do the 2 that I have marked right now, and then we're gonna get into like the DLC stuff because I think it's about that time. It seems like we're like really close to like having pretty much everything done, which is crazy because it took me like 10 years of playing this game before to even get like somewhat close. However, it is the very last hour of stream. So, that's a little too dark. That's good. We'll go with that. Okay. So, as I said earlier, things are gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna do more of the story time now. So, let me I'm gonna turn our music off. This is a great version of this, though. I didn't know they did smooth. This is Escape the Fate, by the way, if anyone was wondering. I'm going to play some smooth jazz. Maybe. There we go. And we are going to read a nice book for this. I stayed awake just for this. So you like the story time? I need to change my category too, but let me get the book out. Alright, and then let me change my category. I think they have a reading and writing one. There's a reading simulator, apparently. Yeah, we'll do reading and writing. Why not? Well, it's chapter 5 through. Let's see what we could maybe read to today. Also, I'll be taking a cheers before I start reading, just so everyone knows. We could probably read to chapter 10, I think. Maybe. It's quite a bit, but we can try. Reading simulator? How? I have no idea. I just was searching for a category, writing and reading, but I typed in reading first, and it came up saying something about reading simulator. Are blurps and sounds turned off? Good call. Let me do that. Viewer rewards. Oh, you know what? They're still turned off. I didn't turn them on today. That's my fault. So yeah, we're good. We are all good. All right. Let's cheers and then we'll read. And I also need to drink some water. Hopefully I can get the first chapter out before the ad break. If not, feel free to snooze it. And then let's cheers. Cheers, everyone. All right. So to quick recap. That's not the recap. Quick recap. Our character's name is Cassie. There's an alien invasion. It's happening in waves, and we are in the 5th wave, where the 5th wave is about to happen, and we don't know exactly what it is. There's thoughts that humans are basically, it's kind of like the synth idea. So they think people are aliens, and it's dividing them, and she just shot her first person. Alright. That was the last person I've seen. The leaves are falling heavy now, and the nights have turned cold. I can't stay in these woods. No leaves for cover from the drones. Can't risk a campfire. I gotta get out of here. I know where I have to go. I've known for a long time. I made a promise. The kind of promise you don't break, because if you break it, you've broken part of yourself. Maybe the most important part. But you tell yourself things. Things like, I need to come up with something first. I can't just walk into the lion's den without a plan. Or, it's hopeless. There's no point anymore. You've waited too long. Whatever the reason, I didn't leave before. I should have left the night I killed him. I don't know how he was wounded. I didn't examine his body or anything. I should have, no matter how freaked out I was. I guess he could have gotten hurt in an accident, but the odds were better than someone or something had shot him. And if someone or something had shot him, that someone or something was still around there, or still out there. Unless the crucifix soldier had offed her, him, them, it, or he was one of them and the crucifix was a trick. Another way the others mess with your head, the uncertain circumstances of your certain destruction. Maybe that will be the fifth wave, attacking us from the inside, turning our own minds into weapons. Maybe the last human being on Earth won't die of starvation or exposure or as a meal for wild animals. Maybe the last one to die will be killed by the last one alive. Okay, that's not someplace you want to go, Cassie. Honestly, even though it's suicide to stay here and I have a promise to keep, I don't want to leave. These woods have been home for a long time. I know every path, every tree, every vine, and every bush. I lived in the same house for 16 years and I can't tell you exactly what my backyard looked like, but I can describe in detail every leaf and twig in this stretch of forest. I have no clue what's out there beyond these woods and the 2-mile stretch of interstate I hike every week to forage for supplies. I'm guessing a lot more of the same. Abandoned towns reeking of sewage and rotting corpses, burned out shells of houses, feral dogs and cats, pile-ups that stretch for miles on the highway, and bodies. Lots and lots of bodies. I back up. This tent has been my home for a long time, but it's too bulky and I need to travel light. Just the essentials, with the lugger, the M16, the ammo, and my trusty Bowie knife topping the list. Sleeping bag, first aid kit, 5 bottles of water, 3 boxes of Slim Jims, and some tins of sardines. I hated sardines before the arrival. Now I've developed a real taste for them. First thing I look for when I hit the grocery store, sardines. Books, they're heavy and take up room in the already bulging backpack, but I have a thing about books. So did my father. Our house was stacked to the floor to ceiling with every book he could find after the third wave took out more than 3.5 billion people, while the rest of us scrounged for portable water and food and stocked up on weaponry for the last stand we were sure was coming. Daddy was out with my little brother's radio flyer, carting home the books. The mind-blowing numbers didn't faze him. The fact we'd gone from 7 billion strong to a couple 100,000 in 4 months didn't shake his confidence that our race would survive. We have to think about the future, he insisted. When this is over, we'll have to rebuild nearly every aspect of civilization. Solar flashlight, toothbrush, and paste. I'm determined when the time comes to at least go out with clean teeth. Gloves, 2 pairs of socks, underwear, travel-sized box of Tide deodorant, and shampoo. Gonna go out clean, see above. Tampons. I'm constantly worrying about my stash and if I'll be able to find more. My plastic baggie stuffed with pictures, Dad, Mom, my little brother Sammy, my grandparents, Elizabeth, my best friend. One of Ben, you were some kind of serious, gorgeous parish. I don't know what the fuck that is. Clipped from my yearbook because Ben was my future boyfriend, gotcha, and or maybe future husband, not that he knew it. He barely knew I existed. I knew some of the same people he knew, but I was a girl in the background, several degrees of separation removed. The only thing wrong with Ben was his height. He was 6 inches taller than me. Well, make that 2 things now, his height and the fact that he's dead. My cell phone? It was fried in the first wave, and there's no way to charge it. Cell towers don't work, and there's no one to call if they did. But, you know, it's my cell phone. Nail clippers, matches. I don't fight fires, but at some point... Oh, I don't light fires, but at some point I may need to burn something or blow it up. 2 spiral-bound notebooks, college-ruled, one with a purple cover and the other red. My favorite colors. Plus, they're my journals. It's part of the hope thing, but if I am the last and there's no one left to read them, maybe an alien will, and they'll know exactly what I think of them. In case you're an alien and you're reading this, bite me. They probably already did. My starburst, already cold of the orange. 3 packs of Wrigley Spearmint, my last 2 Tootsie Pops. Mom's wedding ring. Sammy's ratty old teddy bear, not that it's mine now. Not that I ever cuddle with it or anything. That's everything I can stuff into this backpack. Weird. Seems like too much and not enough. Still room for a couple of paperbacks, barely, Huckleberry Finn or The Grapes of Wrath, the poems of Sylvia Plath or Sammy's Shel Silverstein. Probably not a good idea to take Plath. Depressing. Silverstein is for kids, but it still makes me smile. I decide to take Huckleberry, seems appropriate, and Where the Sidewalk Ends. See you there soon, Shel. Climb aboard, Jim. I heave the backpack over my shoulder, sling the rifle over the other, and head down the trail toward the highway. I don't look back. I pause inside the line of trees. A 20-foot embankment runs down to the southbound lanes, littered with disabled cars, piles of clothing, shredded plastic garbage bags, and burned out hulks of tractor trailers carrying everything from gasoline to milk. There are wrecks everywhere, some no worse than fender benders, some pile-ups that snake along the interstate for miles, and the morning sunlight sparkles on all the broken glass. There are no bodies. The cars have been here since the first wave, long abandoned by their owners. Not many people died in the first wave, the massive electromagnetic pulse that rippled through the atmosphere at precisely 11 a.m. on the 10th day. Only around 500,000, Dad guessed. Okay, 500,000 sounds like a lot of people, but really, it's just a drop of the population bucket. World War II killed over 100 times that number, and we did have some time to prepare for it, though we weren't exactly sure what we were preparing for. 10 days from the first satellite pictures of the mothership passing Mars to the launch of the first wave. 10 days of mayhem, martial law, sit-ins at the UN, parades, rooftop parties, endless internet chatter, and 24/7 coverage of the arrival over every medium. The president addressed the nation and then disappeared into his bunker. The Security Council went into a lockdown close to the press emergency session. A lot of people just split, like our neighbors, the Majawi, I cannot. The Wilsons packed up their camper on the afternoon of the 6th day with everything they could fit and hit the road, joining a mass exodus to somewhere else because anywhere else seemed safer for some reason. Thousands of people took off for the mountains, or the desert, or the swamps, somewhere else. The Wilsons somewhere else was Disney World. They weren't the only ones. Disney set attendance records during those 10 days before the EMP strike. Like, out of all places. Also, hi Hooded, how are you? How high are you? Daddy asked Mr. Wilkins, so why Disney World? And Mr. Wilkins said, well, the kids have never been. The kids were both in college. Catherine, who had come home from her freshman year at Baylor the day before, asked, where are you guys going? Nowhere, I said, and I didn't want to go anywhere. I was still living in denial, pretending all this crazy alien stuff would work out. I didn't know how, maybe with the signing of some intergalactic peace treaty, or maybe they dropped by to take a couple of soil samples and go home, or maybe they were here on vacation like the Wilsons going to Disney World. You need to get out, she said. They'll hit the cities first. You're probably right, I said. They never dream of taking out the Magic Kingdom. How would you rather die? She snapped. Hiding under your bed or riding Thunder Mountain? Good question. Daddy said the world was dividing into two camps, runners and nesters. Runners headed for the hills or Thunder Mountain nesters boarded up the windows, stocked up on canned goods and ammunition, and kept the TV tuned to CNN 24/7. There were no messages from our galactic party crashers during those first 10 days. No light shows, no landing on the South Lawn, or bug-eyed, butt-headed dudes in silver jumpsuits demanding to be taken to our leader. No bright spinning tops blaring in universal language of music. And no answer when we sent our message. Something like, "Hello, welcome to Earth. Hope you enjoy your stay. Please don't kill us." Nobody knew what to do. We figured the government sort of did. The government had a plan for everything, so we assumed they had a plan for E.T. showing up uninvited and unannounced, like the weird cousin nobody in the family likes to talk about. Some people nested, some people ran, some got married, some got divorced. Some made babies, some killed themselves. We walked around like zombies, blank-faced and robotic, unable to absorb the magnitude of what was happening. It's hard to believe now, but my family, like the vast majority of people, went about our daily lives as if the most monumentally mind-blowing thing in human history wasn't happening right over our heads. Mom and Dad went to work, Sammy went to daycare, and I went to school and soccer practice. It was so normal, it was so damn weird. By the end of day one, everybody over the age of 2 had seen the mothership up close 1,000 times. This bug, grayish-green, glowing hulk about the size of Manhattan, circling 250 miles above the Earth. NASA announced its plan to pull Space Shuttle out of mothballs to attempt contact. Well, that's good, we thought. The silence is deafening. Why did they come billions of miles just to stare at us? It's rude. On day 3, I went out with a guy named Mitchell Phelps. So close. Well, technically, we went outside. The date was in my backyard because of the curfew. He hit the drive-thru at the Starbucks on his way over, and we sat on the back patio, sipping our drinks and pretending we didn't see Dad's shadow passing back and forth as he paced the living room. Mitchell had moved into town a few days before the arrival. He sat behind me in World Lit, and I made the mistake of loaning him my highlighter. So the next thing I know, he's asking me out because if a girl loans you a highlighter, she must think you're hot. I don't know why I went out with him. He wasn't that cute, he wasn't that interesting beyond the whole new kid aura, and he definitely wasn't Ben Parrish. Nobody was except Ben Parrish, and that was the whole problem. By the 3rd day, you either talked about the others all the time or you tried not to talk about them at all. I fell into the second category. Mitchell was in the first. What if they're us? He asked. It didn't take long after the arrival for the conspiracy nuts to start buzzing about classified government projects or the secret plan to manufacture an alien crisis in order to take away our liberties. That sounds like something that would happen. I thought that's where he was going and groaned. What? He said. I don't mean us. I mean, what if they're us from the future? And it's like the Terminator, right? I said, rolling my eyes. They've come to stop the uprising of the machines, or maybe they are the machines. Maybe it's Skynet. I don't think so, he said, acting like I was serious. It's the grandfather paradox. What is? And what the hell is a grandfather paradox? He said it like he assumed I knew what the grandfather paradox was, because if I didn't know, then I was a moron. I hate when people do that. They, I mean we, can't go back in time and change anything. If we went back in time and killed our grandfather before you were born, then you wouldn't be able to go back in time and kill your grandfather. Why would you want to kill your grandfather? I twisted the straw in my strawberry frappuccino to produce that unique straw in a lid squeak. The point is that just showing up changes history, he said. Like, I was the one who brought up time travel. Do we have to talk about this? What else is there to talk about? His eyebrows climbed toward his hairline. Mitchell had very bushy eyebrows. It was one of the first things I noticed about him. He also chewed his fingernails. That was the second thing I noticed. Cuticle care can tell you a lot about a person. I pulled out my phone and texted Elizabeth. Help me. Are you scared? He asked, trying to get my attention, or for some reassurance, he was looking at me very intently. I shook my head. Just bored, I lied. Of course I was scared. I knew I was being mean, but I couldn't help it. For some reason I can't explain, I was mad at him. Maybe I was really mad at myself for saying yes to a date with a guy I wasn't actually interested in. Or maybe I was mad at him for not being Ben Parrish, which wasn't his fault, but still. Help you what? I don't care what we talk about, he said. He was looking toward the rose bed, swirling the dregs of his coffee, his knee popping up and down so violently under the table that my cup jiggled. Mitchell. I didn't think I needed to say more. Who are you texting? Told you not to go out with him. Nobody, you know, I said. Don't know why I did. This is like text between her and her best friend. So I hope I follow that around pretty well. We can go out somewhere else, he said. You want to go to a movie? There's a curfew? I reminded him. No one is allowed on the streets after 9 except military and emergency vehicles. LOL, to make Ben jealous. Oh, that's why she's trying to go out with him? That's okay. Are you pissed or something? No, I said. I told you I was. He pursed his lips in frustration. He didn't know what to say. I was trying to figure out who they might be, he said. You and everybody else on the planet, I said. Nobody actually knows, and they won't tell us, so everybody sits around guessing and theorizing, and it's all kind of pointless. Maybe they're space-faring mice men from Planet Cheese, and they've come for our provolone. DP doesn't know I exist. BP, my bad. You know, he said, it's kind of rude texting while I'm trying to have a conversation with you. He was right. I slipped the phone into my pocket. What's happening to me? I wondered. The old Cassie never would have done that. Already the others were changing me into someone different, but I wanted to pretend nothing had changed, especially to me. Did you hear? He asked, going right back to the topic that I said bored me. They're building a landing site. I had heard that. In Death Valley. That's right, Death Valley. Personally, I don't think it's a very smart idea, he said, rolling out the welcome mat. Why not? It's been 3 days. 3 days, and they've refused all contact. If they're friendly, why wouldn't they say hello already? Maybe they're just shy. Twisting my hair around my finger, tugging on it gently to produce that simple, semi-pleasant pain. Like the new kid, he said. The new kid. That can't be easy being the new kid. I felt like I should apologize for being rude. I was kind of mean before, I admitted. I'm sorry. He gave me a confused look. He was talking about the aliens, not himself. And then I said something about me, which was about neither. It's okay, he said. I heard you don't date much. Ouch. What else did you hear? One of the questions you don't want to know the answer to, but still have to ask. He sipped the latte through the little hole in the plastic lid. Not much. It's not like I asked around. You asked somebody and they told you I didn't date much? I just said I was thinking about asking you out and they go, Cassie's pretty cool. And I said, what's she like? And they said, you were nice, but don't get my hopes up because you had this thing for Ben Parrish. She got called the fuck out. They told you that? Who told you that? He shrugged. I don't remember her name. Was it Elizabeth Morgan? I'll kill her. I don't know her name, he said. What did she look like? Long brown hair, glasses. I think her name was Carly or something. I don't know any... Oh god, some Carly person I don't even know knows about me and Ben Parrish, or the lack of me and Ben Parrish. And if Carly or something knew about it, then everybody knew about it. Well, they're wrong, I sputtered. I don't have a thing for Ben Parrish. It doesn't matter to me. It matters to me. Maybe this isn't working out, he said. Everything I say, you either get bored or mad. I'm not mad, I said angrily. Okay, I'm wrong. No, he was right. I was wrong for not telling him the Cassie he knew wasn't the Cassie I used to be. The pre-arrival Cassie who wouldn't have been mean to a mosquito. I wasn't ready to admit the truth. It wasn't just the world that had changed with the coming of the others. We changed. I changed. The moment the mothership appeared, I started down a path that would end in the back of a convenience store behind some empty beer coolers. That night with Mitchell was only the beginning of my evolution. Mitchell was right about the others not stopping by just to say howdy. On the eve of the first wave, the world's leading the Orient... Oh, leading the... Oh my gosh. Leading theoretical physicist was of the smartest guys in the world. That's what popped up on the screen under his talking head. One of the smartest guys in the world appeared on CNN and said, I'm not encouraged by the silence. I can think of no benign reason for it. I'm afraid we may accept something closer to Christopher Columbus's arrival in the Americas than the scene from the Close Encounters, and we all know how that turned out for Native Americans. I turned to my father and said we should nuke 'em. I said to raise my voice to be heard over the TV. Dad always jacked up the volume during the news so he could hear it over Mom's TV in the kitchen. She liked to watch TLC while she cooked. I called it the War of the Remotes. Cassie. He was so shocked his toes began to curl inside his white athletic socks. He grew up on Close Encounters and E.T. and Star Trek, and totally bought into the idea that the others had come to liberate us from ourselves. No more hunger. No more wars. The eradication of disease. The secrets of the cosmos unveiled. Don't you understand this could be the next step in our evolution? A huge leap forward? Huge. He gave me a consoling hug. We are all very fortunate to be here to see it. Then he added casually, like he was talking about how to fix a toaster. Besides, a nuclear device can't do much damage in the vacuum of space. There's nothing to carry the shockwave. So this brainiac on TV is just full of shit? Don't use that language, Cassie, he chided me. He's entitled to his opinion, but that's all it is, an opinion. But what if he's right? What if that thing is up there is their version of the Death Star? Travel halfway across the universe just to blow us up? He patted my leg and smiled. Mom turned up the kitchen TV. He pushed the volume on the family room to 27. Okay, but what about an intergalactic Mongol horde like he was talking about? I demand. Maybe they've come to conquer us, shove us into reservations, and slave us. Cassie, he said, simply because something could happen doesn't mean it will happen. Anyway, it's all just speculation. This guy's mine. Nobody knows why they're here. It's just as likely they've come all this way to save us. 4 months after saying those words, my father was dead. He was wrong about the others, and I was wrong, and one of the smartest guys in the world was wrong. It wasn't about saving us, and it wasn't about enslaving us or herding us into reservations. It was about killing us. All of us. That is chapter 5. Oh, I need to stretch really quick. Oh, man. Hey, King Mr. J. Welcome in. How are you? Just woke up, and who do I see live? Hello. I just woke up from a long-ass nap at the moment, trying to materialize, but good to see you. You're a vibe and awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. We are reading a book. I've been doing a little bit of a reading session at the end of my streams lately, and we're reading this book called The Fifth Wave, and it's about alien encounters, and it's really nice. Ooh, there's like different parts too. That's kind of cool. I guess it is a bit of a picture book. Book reading, dope. Yeah, there's about to be an ad in a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and let it play out, um, so that we don't have to keep spamming the ad break. Plus, that was a long chapter, and I just wanted to get through it. And the next one is also pretty long, so we're not gonna be able to keep snoozing it. So we will be back in about 3 minutes. Feel free to go use a restroom, get a snack, lay down, start falling asleep to this nice book. I appreciate your sub. Thank you. I'm heading to bed. Good night and have a good evening, Sammy. Have a good one, Say. Thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate you. Here, let me put the bookmark in actually. I have a question. I mean, like, those of you that are here and feel like speaking on it, do you guys enjoy the book reading? I would like to do book suggestions at some point, but I also feel like I would want to read a little bit of the book before I like bought it or something, just because there's some books, like I said the other day, like Stephen King books, I can't get through those. Like, it's so hard for me to read. Yeah, I'm gonna head to bed as well. Gotta be up at 2 a.m. Have a great rest of stream. This definitely helped with getting sleepy. Have a good one, Sussy. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Get good rest. And just get good scrub, period. Also, when that food place opens up, I still want to go. We'll just have to wait till like at least Saturday, probably. I want to smoke. Although I keep getting dry throat in the middle of it. I love the book reading, love smooth jazz and books and your voice. Okay. Well, hopefully it like helps put people to sleep. That's kind of the idea, because it's also a good way for me to like start winding down. And that's what's been really nice for me about it. Because I'll literally just like sit after stream and just like stare at the PC for forever and just like rot my brain. Cheers. Are you liking the book so far? I mean, I know. We haven't really gotten far enough into it, but I think it's still a pretty good read so far. I totally made up the neighbor's name. It was something weird. It was like Murkowski or like, I don't know, it wasn't even like that. Definitely had ski at the end of it though. But yeah. Book reading is a cozy vibe. I like it. Dope. Hell yeah. I didn't realize there was a category for it until I looked it up the other day and I was like, oh dang. It's actually a decently popular category. Bacon! Welcome back. I hope the rest of your work was good. We're reading this book. I don't know if you were here when I started it yesterday. Or not yesterday, but the day before. But I started reading at the end of stream. So, we're reading this book right here. And we just read through chapter 5. I'm trying to get to chapter 10 today. But we might not make it that far, because chapter 10 is like here. So, like a good thick portion there. I don't know how fast of a reader I am. Hi, Hellsbells. Hi, Carmander. Hello, hello. How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing well today. But yeah, we're just vibing, reading. I wanted to take a break because there was an ad and that was a pretty long chapter. It kind of felt like a filler episode, I'm not gonna lie. But it at least gave some backstory, and now we know basically the first wave was about the aliens wiping out. It sounds like technology, because like cars went down and cell phones, and pretty much all technology type stuff. So I assume we'll keep figuring out what these other waves were. I like how some rando called her out on her crush, right? Some random girl named Carly that she doesn't know. Rest of my shift wasn't too bad, and now I only have a 5-hour shift before my camping trip. Let's go. Hell yes! When is your camping? It's in the weekend, right? I think you said it was a weekend. So you just gotta get through a couple more days. I'm good. I'm reading Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soul by V.E. Schwab. What is that about? Sounds like maybe murder mystery type. I'm doing alright, trying to get motivated again. Got work in about an hour. Oof. You working overnights? That's rough. You got this. You can do it. I believe in you. Get that bag. Just think of the money. That's how it is sometimes. I had to tell myself that today. September 11th through the 14th. Nice. That's actually a pretty decent weekend, too. Hold on. You gotta back up, girl. Alright. I'm gonna read chapter 6 now. I debated whether to travel by day or night for a long time. Darkness is best when you're worried about them, but daylight is preferable if you want to spot a drone before it spots you. The drones showed up at the tag end of the third wave, cigar-shaped, dull gray in color, gliding swiftly and silently thousands of feet up. Sometimes they streak across the sky without stopping. Sometimes they circle overhead like buzzards. I don't know why I had an alarm set. But they can turn on a dime and come up to a sudden stop. From Mach 2 to 0 in less than a second. That's how we knew the drones weren't ours. We knew they were unmanned or unothered because one of them crashed a couple miles from our refugee camp. A thwump. When it broke, it sounded the sound barrier, an ear-piercing shriek as it rocketed to Earth, and ground shuddering under our feet when it plowed into a fallow cornfield. A recon team hiked to the crash site and checked it out. Okay, it wasn't really a team, just Dad and Hutchfield, the guy in charge of the camp. They came back to report the thing was empty. Were they sure? Maybe the pilot bailed before impact. Dad said it was packed with instruments. There wasn't any room for a pilot, unless they're 2 inches tall. That got a big laugh. Somehow it made the horror less horrible, thinking of the others as being 2-inch borrower types. I opted to travel by day. I could keep one eye on the sky and the other on the ground. What I ended up doing is rocketing my head up and down, side to side, then up again, like some groupie at a rock concert until I was dizzy and a little sick to my stomach. I'm pause there for a second. It's super good. The genre-defying story follows 3 lesbian vampires across different centuries: 16th century Spain, 19th century London, and 21st century Boston, whose lives become intertwined through their shared experience of immortality, love, and monstrous transformation. Oh, nice. That actually sounds really cool. I need to create like a book suggestion thing in the Discord so you guys can put books in there that I might read. Plus, there are other things at night to worry about besides drones. Wild dogs, coyotes, bears, and wolves coming out from Canada. Maybe even an escaped lion or tiger from the zoo. I know, there's a Wizard of Oz joke buried in there. Shoot me. And though it wasn't much better, I do think I have a better chance against one of them in the daylight.
or even against one of my own, if I'm not the last one, and if I stumble onto another survivor who decides the best course of action is to go all crucifix soldier on anyone as I come across. That brings up the problem of my best course of action. Do I shoot on sight? Do I wait for them to make the first move and risk it being a deadly one? I wonder, not for the first time, why the hell we didn't come up with some kind of code or secret handshake or something before they showed up. Something that would identify us as the good guys. We had no way of knowing they would show up, but we were pretty sure something would sooner or later. It's hard to plan for what comes next, and what comes next is not something you planned for. Try to spot them first, I decide. Take cover. No showdowns. No more crucifix soldiers. The day is bright and windless, but cold. The sky cloudless. Walking along, bobbing my head up and down, swinging it from side to side, backpack popping against one shoulder blade, the rifle against the other, walking on the outside edge of the median that separates the southbound from the northbound lanes, stopping every few strides to whip around and scan the terrain behind me. An hour, 2, and I've traveled no more than a mile. The creepiest thing, creepier than the abandoned cars, and the snarl of clumped metal and the broken glass sparkling in the October sunlight, creepier than all the trash, that discarded crap littering the median. Most of it hidden by the knee-high grass, so the strip of land looks lumpy, covered in boils. The creepiest thing is the silence. The hum is gone. You remember the hum? Unless you grew up on a mountain or lived in a cave your whole life, the hum was always around you. That's what life was. It was the sea we swam in, the constant sound of all the things we built to make life easy and little less boring, the mechanical song, the electronic symphony, the hum of all of our things and all of us, gone. This is the sound of the earth before we conquered it. Sometimes in my tent late at night, I think I can hear the stars scraping against the sky. That's how quiet it is. After a while, it's almost more than I can stand. I want to scream at the top of my lungs. I want to sing, shout, stamp my feet, clap my hands, anything to declare my presence. My conversation with the soldier had been the first words I've said aloud in weeks. The hum died on the 10th day after the arrival. I was sitting in third period texting Lisbeth, the last text I will ever send. I don't remember exactly what it said. 11 a.m., a warm, sunny day in early spring, a day for doodling and dreaming and wishing you were anywhere but Miss Paulson's calculus class. The first wave rolled in without much fanfare. It wasn't dramatic. There was no shock and awe. The lights just winked out. Miss Paulson's overhead died. The screen on my phone went black. Somebody in the back of the room squealed. Classic. It doesn't matter what time of day it happens, the power goes out and somebody yells like a building's collapsing. Oh, my my webcam died. Hold on, let me fix that. Awkward. I wasn't prepared for that part. The noise kind of scared me, I'm not gonna lie. There we go. Alright. Miss Paulson told us to stay in our seats. That's the other thing people do when the power goes out. They jump up too. To what? It's weird. We're so used to electricity, when it's gone, we don't know what to do. So we jump up or squeal or start jabbering like idiots. We panic. It's like someone cut off our oxygen. The arrival had made it worse, though. 10 days on pins and needles waiting for something to happen while nothing is happening makes you jumpy. So when they pulled the plug on us, we freaked a little more than normal. Everybody started talking at once. Then, when I announced that my phone had died, out came everybody's phone. Neil Krosky, who was sitting in the back of the room listening to his iPod while Miss Paulson lectured,
pulled the buds from his ears, and wondered aloud why the music had died. The next thing you do when the plug's pulled, after panicking, is run to the nearest window. You don't know exactly why. It's that better see what's going on feeling. The world works from the outside in, so if the lights go off, you look outside. And Miss Paulson, randomly moving around the mob milling in front of the windows. Quiet, back to your seats. I'm sure there'll be an announcement. There was one, about a minute later. Not over the intercom, though, and not from Mr. Fawkes, the vice principal. It was from the sky, from them, in the form of a 727 tumbling end over end to the earth from 10,000 feet until it disappeared behind a line of trees that exploded, sending up a fireball that reminded me of the mushroom cloud of an atomic blast. Hey, Earthlings, let's get this party started. You'd think seeing something like that would send us diving under our desks. It didn't. We crowded against the window and scanned the cloudless sky for the flying saucer that must have taken the plane down. It had to be a flying saucer, right? We knew how a top-notch alien invasion was run. Flying saucers zipping through the atmosphere, squadrons of F-16s hot on their heels, surfaced to the air, missiles and tracers screaming from the bunkers. In an unreal and admittedly sick way, we wanted to see something like that. It would make this a perfectly normal alien invasion. For a half hour we waited by the windows. Nobody said much. Miss Paulson told us to go back to our seats. We ignored her. 30 minutes into the first wave, and already social order was breaking down. People kept checking their phones. We couldn't connect it. The plane crashing, the lights going out, our phones dying, the clock on the wall, with the big red hand frozen on 12, little hand on 11. When the door flew open and Mr. Fawkes told us to head over to the gym, I thought that was a really smart move. Get all of us in one place so the aliens didn't have to waste a lot of ammunition. So we trooped over to the gym and sat in the bleachers in near total darkness, while the principal paced back and forth, stopping every now and then to yell at us to quiet and wait for our parents to get there. What about the students whose cars were at school? Couldn't they leave? Your cars won't work. What the fuck? What does that even mean, our cars won't work? An hour passed. Then, too, I sat next to Elizabeth. We didn't talk much. When we did, we whispered. We weren't afraid of the principal. We were listening. I'm not sure what we were listening for, but it was like the quiet before the clouds open up and the thunder smashes down. Yo, Blacksmith, welcome in. How are you? I am reading a book called The Fifth Wave, and it's about aliens invading Earth. How are you doing today? Do you like to read at all? This could be it, Elizabeth whispered. She rubbed her nose nervously, dug her lacquered nails into my dyed blonde hair, tapped her foot, rolled the pad over her finger over her eyelid. She had just started wearing contacts, and they bugged her constantly. It's definitely something, I whispered back. I mean, this could be it. Like the end. She kept slipping the battery out of her phone and putting it back in. It was better than doing nothing, I guess. She started to cry. I took her phone away and held her hand, looked around. She wasn't the only one crying. Other kids were praying, and others were doing both, crying and praying. The teachers were huddled up by the gym doors, forming a human shield in case the creatures from outer space decided to storm the floor. There's so much I wanted to do, Elizabeth said. I'd never even... She choked back a sob. I've got a feeling a lot of us, is going on right now. I said, probably right underneath the bleachers. You think? She wiped her cheeks with the palm of her hand. What about you? About, I had no problem with talking about sex. My problem was talking about sex as it related to me. Oh, I know you haven't, God, I'm not talking about that. I thought we were. I'm talking about our lives, Cassie. Jesus, this could be the end of the freaking world, and all you want to do is talk about sex?
She pulled her phone out from my hand and fumbled with it with the battery cover. Which is why you should tell him, she said, fiddling with the drawstrings of her hoodie. Tell who what? I knew exactly what she meant. I was just buying time. Ben, you should tell him how you feel, how you felt since third grade. This is a joke, right? I felt my face getting hot. And then you should have sex with him. Elizabeth, shut up. It's the truth. I haven't wanted to have sex with Ben Parrish since the third grade, I whispered. The third grade? I glanced over her to see if she was really listening. Apparently she wasn't. If I were you, I'd go right up to him and say, I think this is it. This is it. I'll be damned if I'm going to die in this school gymnasium without having sex with you. And then, you know, what I'd do? What? I was fighting back a laugh, picturing the look on his face. I'd take him outside the flower garden and have sex with him. In the flower garden? Or the locker room? She waved her hand around frantically to include the entire school, or maybe the whole world. It doesn't matter where. The locker room smells. I looked 2 rows down the outline of Ben Parrish's gorgeous head. The kind of thing only happens in the movies, I said. Yeah, totally unrealistic. Not like what's happening right now. Cursing in our Christian Minecraft server. Oh, this is a movie? The Fifth Wave? Really? I didn't know that. All of the books that I've ever read end up becoming movies. I don't know what it is. I must pick really good books. She was right. It was totally unrealistic, both scenarios. An alien invasion of the Earth and Ben Parrish invasion of me. At least you could tell him how you feel, she said, reading my mind. Could, yes. Ever would? Well. And I never did. That was the last time I saw Ben Parrish, sitting in that dark, stuffy gymnasium, home of the Hawks, 2 rows down from me, only the back part of him. He probably died in the third wave like almost everybody else, and I never told him how I felt. I could have. He knew who I was. He sat behind me in a couple of classes. He probably doesn't remember, but in middle school we rode the same bus, and there was an afternoon where I overheard him talking about his little sister being born the day before, and I turned around and said, My brother was born last week. And he said, Really? Not sarcastic, but like he thought it was cool coincidence. And for about a month I went around thinking we had this special connection based on babies. Then we were in high school, and he became the star wide receiver for the team, and I became just another girl watching him score from the stands. I would see him in class or in the hallway, and sometimes I had to fight the urge to run up to him and say, Hi, I'm Cassie, the girl from the bus. Do you remember the babies? The funny thing is, he probably would have. Ben Parrish couldn't be satisfied with being the most gorgeous guy in school. Just to torment me with his perfection, he also insisted on being one of the smartest. And have I mentioned he was kind to small animals and children? His little sister was on the sidelines at every game, and when we took the district title, Ben ran straight to the sidelines, hoisted her onto his shoulders, and led the parade around the track with her waving to the crowd like a homecoming queen. Oh, and one more thing. His killer smile. Don't get me started. After another hour in the dark and stuffy gym, I saw my dad appear in the doorway. He gave me a little wave, like he showed up at my school every day to take me home after alien attacks. I hugged Lisbeth and told her I'd call as soon as the phone started working again. I was still practicing pre-invasion thinking. You know, the power goes out, but it always comes back on. So I just gave her a hug, and I don't remember telling her that I loved her. We went outside, and I said, Where's the car? And Dad said the car wasn't working. No cars were working. The streets were littered with stalled out cars and buses and motorcycles and trucks, smashed up in clusters of wrecks on every block. Cars folded around light poles and sticking out of buildings. A lot of people were trapped when the EMP hit. The auto mechanic locks on the doors didn't work, and they had to break out of their own cars or sit there and wait for someone to rescue them. The injured people who could still move crawled onto the roadside and sidewalks to wait for paramedics, but no paramedics came because the ambulances and fire trucks and cop cars didn't work either. Everything that ran on batteries or electricity or had an engine died at 11 a.m. Dad walked, and as he talked, keeping a tight grip on my wrist, like he was afraid something might swoop down out of the sky and snatch me away. Nothing's working. No electricity, no phones, no plumbing. We saw a plane crash. He nodded. I'm sure they all did. Anything and everything in the sky when it hit. Fighter jets, helicopters, troop transports. When what hit? EMP, he said. Electromagnetic pulse. Generate one large enough and you can knock out an entire grid. Power, communications, transportation, anything that flies or drives is zapped out. It was 1.5 miles from my school to our house. The longest 1.5 miles I've ever walked. It felt as if a curtain had fallen over everything, a curtain painted to look exactly like it was hiding. There were glimpses through these little peeks behind the curtain that told you something had gone very wrong, like all the people standing on their front porches holding their dead phones, looking up at the sky, or bending over the open hoods of their cars, fiddling with wires, because that's what you do when your car dies. You fiddle with wires. So, it's okay, he said, squeezing my wrist. It's okay. There's a good chance our backup systems weren't crippled, and I'm sure the government has a contingency plan, protected bases, and sort of thing. And how does pulling our plug fit into their plan to help us along in the next stage of our evolution, Dad? I regretted the words the instant I said them, but I was freaking out. He didn't take it the wrong way. He looked at me and smiled reassuringly and said, everything's going to be okay, because that's what I wanted him to say, and it's what he wanted to say. And that's what you do when the curtain is falling. You give the line that the audience wants to hear. That is yet another chapter in the book. Sorry, I think I'm funny. We are officially on chapter 7. I don't know. I could either go like over, well, chapter 7 is literally one page, as is chapter 8. But chapter 9, no, I think we got this. We're gonna go over a little bit, but I think we got this. Alright, chapter 7. Actually, let me get water, and then I'll continue. I think every chapter we should take a hit. I think that's fair. Get real stoned. That way I can fall asleep like right after this. So, cheers. Smoking weed while listening to jazz is really nice too. I feel like I need a cup of coffee. Like this would have been a good way to start my days on subathon days. Chapter 7. Around noon on my mission to keep my promise, I stop for a water break in a Slim Jim. Every time I eat a Slim Jim or can of sardines or anything pre-packaged, I think, well, there's one less of that in this world, whittling away the evidence of our having been here one bite at a time. One of these days, I decided I'm going to work up the nerve to catch a chicken and wring its delicious neck. I would kill for a cheeseburger. Honestly, if I stumbled across someone eating a cheeseburger, I would kill them for it. There are plenty of cows around. I could shoot one and carve it up with my Bowie knife. I'm pretty sure I'd have no problem slaughtering a cow. The hard part would be cooking it. Having a fire, even in daylight, was the surest way to invite them to the cookout. A shadow shoots across the grass a dozen yards in front of me. I jerk my head back, knocking it hard against the side of the Honda Civic I was leaning against while I enjoyed my snack. It wasn't a drone, it was a bird, a seagull of all things, skimming along with barely a flick of its outstretched wings. A shiver of revolution goes down my spine. I hate birds. Revulsion, sorry. I hate birds. I didn't before the arrival. I didn't after the first wave. I didn't after the second wave. which really didn't affect me that much, but after the third wave, I hated them. It wasn't their fault. I knew that. It was like a man in front of a firing squad hating the bullets, but I couldn't help it. Birds suck. I wonder what happened. Oh look, chapter 8. Looks like we have to take another hit and I have to drink some more water. Oh darn. Cheers. Let me get some more water. Chapter 8. After 3 days on the road, I've determined that cars are pack animals. They prowl in groups, they die in clumps, clumps of smash-ups, clumps of stalls, the glimmer in the distance like jewels, and suddenly the clumps stop. The road is empty for miles. There's just me and asphalt, river cutting through a defile of half-naked trees, their leaves crinkled and clinging desperately to the dark branches. There's the road, and the naked sky, and the tall brown grass, and me. These empty stretches are the worst. Cars provide cover and shelter. I sleep in the undamaged ones. I haven't found a locked one yet, if you can call it sleep. Stale, stuffy air, you can't crack the windows, and leaving the door open is out of the question. The gnaw of hunger, the night thoughts. Alone, alone, alone. And the baddest of the bad night thoughts. I'm no alien drone designer, but if I were going to make one, I'd make sure that its detection device was sensitive enough to pick up a body's heat signature through a car roof. It never failed. The moment I started to drift off, I imagined all 4 doors flying open and dozens of hands reaching for me, hands attached to arms, attached to whatever they are. And then I'm up fumbling with my M16, peeking over the back seat and doing a 360, feeling trapped and more than a little blind behind the fogged up windows. Dawn comes. I waited for the morning fog to burn off. Then sip some water, brush my teeth, double-check my weapons inventory, my supplies, and hit the road again. Look up, look down, look all around. Don't pause at the exits. Water's fine for now. No way am I going anywhere near town unless I have to. For a lot of reasons. You know, you can tell when you're getting close to one. The smell. You can smell a town from miles away. It smells like smoke and raw sewage and death. In the city, it's hard to take 2 steps without stumbling over a corpse. Funny thing, people die in clumps too. I begin to smell Cincinnati about a mile before spotting the exit sign. A thick column of smoke rises lazily toward the cloudless sky. Cincinnati is burning. I'm not surprised after the 3rd wave, the second most common thing you found in cities after the bodies were fires. A single lightning strike could take out 10 city blocks. There was no one left to put fires out. My eyes start to water. The stench of Cincinnati makes me gag. I stop long enough to tie a rag around my mouth and nose, and then quicken my pace. I pull the rifle off my shoulder and cradle it as I quick-step. I have a bad feeling about Cincinnati. The old voice inside my head is awake. Hurry, Cassie, hurry. And then, somewhere between exits 17 and 18, I find the bodies. We're on chapter 9. 9 is like just a couple pages, so this will be our last chapter of the night. Let me get the stretch in real quick. I think we'll be able to do it before the next ad break, at least. Whew. Let me pop my neck. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's insane. Cheers. Chapter 9. There, there are three of them, not in a clump like city folk, but spaced out in a median strip. The first one is an older guy, around my dad's age, I guess, wearing blue jeans and a Bengals warm-up, face down, arms stretched out. He was shot in the back of the head. The second, about a dozen feet away, is a young woman, a little older than I am, and dressed in a pair of men's pajama pants and Victoria's Secret tee. A streak of purple in her short cropped hair, a skull ring on her left index finger, black nail polish, badly chipped, and a bullet hole in the back of her head. Another few feet, and there's a third, a kid around 11 or 12, brand new white basketball high tops, black sweatshirt. Hard to tell what his face used to look like. I leave the kid and go back to the woman, kneel in the tall brown grass beside her, touch her pale skin, still warm. Oh no, 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 no. I trot back to the first guy, kneel, touch the palm of his outstretched hand, look over at the bloody hole between his ears, shiny, still wet. I freeze. Behind me, road. In front of me, more road. To my right, trees. To my left, more trees. Clumps of cars on the southbound lane, and the nearest grouping that about 100 feet away. Something tells me to look up, straight up. A fleck of dull gray against the backdrop of dazzling autumnal blue, motionless. Hello. Hello, Cassie. My name is Mr. Drone. Nice to meet you. I stand up when I stand up, the moment I stand up, if I had stayed frozen there a millisecond longer, Mr. Bengals and I would have been sporting matching holes. Something slams into my leg, a hot punch just above my knee that knocks me off balance, sending me sprawling backwards onto my butt. I didn't hear the shot. There was the cool wind in the grass and my own hot breath under the rag and blood rushing in my ears. That's all there was before the bullet struck. Silencer. That makes sense. Of course they'd use silencers. And now I have the perfect name for them. Silencers. A name that fits the job description. Something takes over when you're facing death. The front part of your brain lets go, gives up control to the oldest part of you, the part that takes care of your heartbeat and breathing and the blinking of your eyes, the part nature built first to keep your ass alive. The part that stretches time like gigantic piece of toffee, making a second seem like an hour and a minute longer than a summer afternoon. I lunged forward for my rifle. I had dropped the M16 when the round punched home, and the ground in front of me explodes, showering me with shredded grass and hunks of dirt and gravel. Okay, forget the M16. I yank the lugger from my waistband and do a sort of running hop or hopping run toward the closest car. There isn't much pain, although my guess is that we're going to get very intimate later, but I can feel the blood soaking into my jeans by the time I reach the car, an older model Buick sedan. The rear windshield shatters as I dive down. I scoot on my back until I'm all the way under the car. I'm not a big girl by any means, but it's a tight fit. No room to roll over, no way to turn if he shows up on the left side. Cornered. Smart, Cassie, real smart. Straight as last semester. Honor roll, right? You should have stayed in your little stretch of woods, in your little tent with your little books and your cute little mementos. At least when they came for you, there'd be room to run. The minutes spin out. I lie on my back and bleed onto the cold concrete, rolling my head to the right, to the left, raising it a half-inch to look past my feet toward the back of the car. Where the hell is he? What's taking so long? Then it hits me. He's using high-powered sniper rifle. Has to be. Which means he could have been over a half-mile away when he shot me. Which also means I have more time than I first thought. Time to come up with something besides a blubbery, desperate, disjointed prayer. Make him go away. Make him be quick. Let me live. Let him end it. Shaking uncontrollably, I'm sweating. I'm freezing cold. You're going into shock. Think, Cassie. Think. That's what we're made for. It's what got us here. It's the reason I have this car to hide under. We are human. And humans think, they plan, they dream, and they make the dream real. Make it real, Cassie. Unless he drops down, he won't be able to get me, and when he drops down, when he dips his head to look at me, when he reaches in to grab my ankle and drag me out, no, he's too smart for that. He's going to assume I'm armed. He wouldn't risk it. Not that silencers care whether they live or die. Or do they care? Do silencers know fear? They don't love life. I've seen enough to prove that. But do they love their own lives more than they love taking someone else's? Time stretches out, a minute longer than a season. What's taking him so damn long? It's an either-or world now. Either he's coming to finish it, or he isn't. But he has to finish it, doesn't he? Isn't that the reason he's here? Isn't that the whole frickin' point? Either or. Either I run, or I hop, or crawl, or roll, or I stay under this car and bleed to death. If I risk escape, it's a turkey shoot. I won't make it 2 feet. If I stay, same result. Only more painful, more fearful, and much, much slower. Black stars blossom and dance in front of my eyes. I can't get enough air into my lungs. I reach up with my left hand and yank the cloth from my face. The cloth. Cassie, you're an idiot. I set the gun down beside me. That's the hardest part, making myself let go of the gun. I lift my legs, slide the rag beneath it. I can't lift my head to see what I'm doing. I stare past the black blossoming stars at the grimy guts of the Buick as I pull the 2 ends together, cinch them tight as I can, and fumble with a knot. I reach down and explore the wound with my fingertips. It's still bleeding, but the trickle compared to the bubbling gusher I had before tying off the tourniquet. Hold on, I really need water. I pick up the gun better. My eyesight clears a little and I don't feel quite so cold. I shift a couple of inches to the left. I don't like lying on my own blood. Where is he? He's had plenty of time to finish this, unless he is finished. That brings me up short. For a few seconds, I totally forget to breathe. He's not coming. He's not coming because he doesn't need to come. He knows you won't dare come out, and if you don't come out and run, you won't make it. He knows you'll starve or bleed to death or die of dehydration. He knows what you know. Run equals die. Stay equals die. Time for him to move on to the next one, if there is a next one, if I'm not the last one. Come on, Cassie. From 7 billion to just 1 in 5 months, you are not the last, and even if you are the last human being on Earth, especially if you are, you can't let it end this way. Trapped under a goddamn Buick, bleeding until the blood is gone. Is this how humanity waves goodbye? Hell no. That is the end of chapter 9. So, tomorrow's stream, hopefully, we can read chapter 15. I'm going to try to read, 5 chapters a day. I think it's like a pretty even cut between it all. So, yeah, I hope you guys are really enjoying this book. I think before when I typically read books 5 chapters at a time, and most of the books that I read always end up right at the 5th chapter. It leaves you at a cliffhanger, so you can pretty much expect that from all the books I'm gonna end up reading. I do and don't apologize about that. Anyways, I am going to go ahead and find a friend to raid out to for the night. And, oh, perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and raid my friend Ronnie because I always hang out there. And she does ASMR at the end of her streams, so it kind of fits the bill. But I will see you guys tomorrow for some Psychonauts, and I hope you guys all have a good night. Thank